back. You're in the jail cell. You still have the psychic link up. Those of you that were connected to Ray, it still seems to be open. Only it lasts an hour, so probably another 20 minutes or so, 15, 20 minutes. Thanks to Aga and his owl, they've left the cell and discovered a route that seems to be relatively safe to get out of the local jail. And that's where we will pick it up.
So Amy's still holding the dagger as close to the man's throat as she possibly can.
What?
She's eyeing you viciously, Marcon.
You're eyeing me?
Yes, because you're trying to stop her.
Oh yeah, that's right. So with you eyeing me viciously, I'm gonna turn to the dude and I'm gonna spit acid in his face.
Roll some like a 2d4 if you would.
Okay, it's part of my racial feat.
Oh, okay. If there's a certain thing for it, go ahead and roll that.
Yeah, so I have to roll. Let me see.
While he's spitting in his face, can I jab my dagger up underneath his jaw into his mouth?
Oh, you're vicious.
She's livid right now, so
awesome. I'm gonna play this like a concentration check. So, Marcon, if you would roll a Constitution saving throw, and Emori, if you would roll.
Is that a con save?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
Let's see, a Dex check, Emori.
On my con save, I rolled a 16.
Okay. Or a sleight of hand, Emori, if that's.
Can I roll? All right. Well, I already rolled. I can.
You can do it. Go for it.
Sleight of hand. Sleight of hand. I'll do sleight of hand. Sure. That's all. Not much better. Yay.
But you got higher than.
I got a 12. I got a 12, not a 16.
Oh, okay. So you both got. Oh, he had a 16. Okay. All right, so you go to, but you'll see that, Marcon, in case you want to stop it.
Okay.
How's
the acid work?
Okay, so the way the acid works is it's an action that I can do.
Okay.
It's a racial feat. So it says I can spit acid from the glands that are in my mouth.
Nice.
At a creature that can see 30 feet away from me. The target takes 3d10.
Oh my gosh!
And they have to succeed on a dexterity saving throw, DC 8 plus my Constitution modifier.
Okay.
So it's actually pretty low DC. The DC's 10.
Okay.
I have a question.
Should also be plus your proficiency.
I have a question.
True. Oh no, it is plus my proficiency. Never mind. That is actually. What is my proficiency?
I have a question.
Should be 4 because I think we're level 12, so it should be plus 4.
So it's actually.
I'll get you. Okay.
Okay.
So, all right, he has a 13. Is that enough to succeed?
No, it's a 16.
Oh, jeez. Okay. All right. Go ahead and roll the damage.
Okay.
Oops, I gotta change thing. And Emori, what's your question?
My question is: one, is the acid going to deteriorate the man's tongue? And two, Dan, you know where I'm going with this next, right? The jar.
Got a pretty good idea. I think it might get some of his tongue. He's gonna be screaming in pain.
But is it going to be enough for the thing? I just need the tip, just or at least a part of it.
That's awesome.
Just the tip.
You know?
Vic isn't even here yet, and already we need the after dark warning.
I was like, do we even put it up?
Oh, you're
we sure didn't. Yeah,
oh my gosh, we'll get that up then. It's going to depend on how much damage, Emori.
Okay.
Are you ready for the damage?
Yeah.
25 damage.
Oh, sorry, Emori. Nope, that's...
Oh, she's going to look at him, watch this happen, and look at you, Marcon, and that viciousness. You see, you already, when you look in her eyes, she already looks like something, when you can tell that there's something dark back there.
Yeah.
It just got 1,000 times darker the minute she saw that tongue, like that man's mouth just kind of. Ooh, it just got. You wouldn't expect this from little old Nana.
Is he still alive?
Oh no, it's like Raiders of the Lost Ark. That dude's face just melts off the bone.
Oh, that's what I was hoping for. Okay.
He dead. That'll teach him to urinate in public, though. I don't.
So as he falls to the ground, I'm gonna actually start getting ready to cast animate dead, and I'm gonna make him into a skeleton.
Nice. Oh, that's so dope. Okay.
As all that shenanigans is going down, would Aga be crossing back across yet?
Yeah, I think, Aga, as you're walking back, you hear the chanting of a spell, and you see this dude with, just a skull, like a scorched skull, no skin. The skeleton almost tears through the flesh as it pulls out of the meat sack and comes up as a skeleton. Whee!
He'll kind of like walk up to the bars and kind of like lean on the bars and go, Thaxel, you want to get out of here? It's going to be dangerous. He's going to look at Marcon and Amari, and he's going to say, we should all probably stick together, at least getting out of the city. Everybody good to watch each other's back until we get out of the city? Can we agree to not fuck each other over?
I can't walk around like this though.
I have an idea. Whenever we get out of this cell, I'm gonna send Bones McGee over here. Didn't even catch the guy's name. We're gonna send him running down the hall to get the guard's attention. So we can go the opposite direction.
It's not a bad idea. I went that way, and he's gonna point at the dead end hallway. Nothing down there. He's gonna point at the other one. He goes, that way's the way out. And then he's gonna pull out his mace and start bashing the lock on the door.
Okay.
Which is gonna make some noise. So
Amari's gonna stop him. And hold on. Do I have them in my inventory?
You can make a strength check as you begin to before she jumps in if you want.
well, if she would say wait, he would have.
Oh, okay.
He would prefer to do it quietly. He just doesn't have the skill.
Can you give me a second? And she's gonna take the pin in the clothespin, the little hairpin from her and she's going to go over to the lock and jimmy it with the hairpin.
Okay.
Hold on. I don't know where I'm going to roll this at. Because I know that I have, because I know I have proficiency with thieves' tools. I just don't know how to roll it in this one.
It's D20 plus proficiency plus dex.
So let's go.
I'll put it in your thing.
So 20 plus proficiency plus dex. So 4, 5. Where's my dex? 5. So D20 plus 5. So
hey,
24.
What a roll!
Nice. Very easily. Unlock it.
And then when I put the hairpin back in, I'm gonna shift back to Nana D.
Oh, okay.
Aga's gonna say thanks. Doing that quietly is probably a better idea. He's gonna point at the direction, and he's gonna move down the hallway and try and just take a look, perception check, listen for anything, any guards that might be coming, anything like that.
Okay, yeah. Go ahead and make a perception.
Natural fucking 20.
Nice. You hear, let's see, from the dead-end hallway, you hear,
I was going to the other one, but if I hear it from that direction, okay.
You'll hear, it's a pretty good roll. You'll hear some from the echoing down that hall. There's probably some rooms where they're stationed down there. You hear maybe 1 or 2 voices or footfalls or people adjusting down the hallway where you saw the exit.
Okay.
Off in other rooms down that hallway somewhere.
Okay. I'll turn and look to the group and be like, we probably need to do this at least a little bit quietly.
I'm gonna Aga will let me, going to suggest I turn into a tiny little creature and hide in wherever space I can.
Okay.
Okay, right here. And he'll
In my
tap
pocket.
tap his shoulder.
Do you think a bat would be small enough to fit in that
Just be a
little
spider.
pocket? Huh?
Just be a
You
spider.
could-
Gross.
My apron pockets are pretty big.
Be a gecko. I mean, you're this big. You could sit in somebody's pocket. You're a lizard.
but,
So you're,
but I'm a
Exact-
bat. I can fly if I need to.
I mean, up to you.
You can fit in my pocket if you wouldn't like Lady Green Thaxel. And she'll hold open her apron, the big apron pocket in the front. She'll hold it open.
Okay.
Or you can just do this, and she'll hold open the top of her apron and like point inside.
Well,
nobody's gonna look at old Nana's biddies. They're not that they're bitty, but it's big enough to cover you.
okay. I'm just trying to
I
find
showered. I got soap and perfumes. Nana smells good, and she'll like wave her hand at you so you can smell. She kind of smells like vanilla and like jasmine.
Oh, wait, no, I'm gonna turn into a rat because that would make more sense.
Great.
Those would definitely be in like a jail dungeon like this.
Mhm.
It would.
Right.
Do you want to go
Yeah.
ahead of us and keep an eye out for people, Axel? If you're going to be in rat form.
Okay. She'll just and just gonna scurry off ahead.
Okay. Little hairy rodent scurries past you and up the hallway, up the steps. Little hind legs trying to get up the steps a couple times. Around the corner, down that hallway to the exit.
I'll point in the dead end direction and say, Marcon, you'll probably going to want to send the skeleton that way. It'll raise the alarm in the opposite direction. It's a dead end that way, and there is definitely some movement down there.
Sounds like a plan. I'll have it scratch along the wall and make noise and rattle, shake its bones, like a what's the name? What are those things called? Maraca. There it is.
Oh, nice.
Shake itself like a maraca.
It's like spazzing its arms to make the sound. Yeah. Scary skitters down that other hallway. Oh, what the? By the gods! You hear some of the guards down there start screaming. To arms! To arms!
All right, let's go.
All right, and the rest of you head down the other way. Thaxel, what are you just like bolting for the door, or what's the rat plan?
I want to get out of here, but
Okay.
also taking in my surroundings because I don't.
Okay.
Yeah, looking at whatever. Looking out for guards, looking out for stuff on the wall, looking out for.
You don't
all the things.
see anything in the hallway. You see a number of 3 rooms on either side of the hallway, 2 on the left, 1 on the right. And you see a little bit of movement. There's a couple people, and the one down at the end, the one on the right. It's not until you hear by the gods from the room down back behind you where you left, kind of echo through some of the hallways that a couple of them are like, oh, Murray, did you? And you see them sort of talking and looking out the door, sort of at you. They ignore you entirely, being a rat in a port city, in a jail. Yeah.
Are there any female guards? Any female guards in there?
You definitely heard.
But did
I guess you can.
see any?
You haven't seen any yet, no.
Okay. Did you see any guards at all, or no?
Well, Thaxel saw is you're running by yourself, Thaxel, or are you with?
No, I
Nana?
meant Nana. Did Nana see any guards? That's what I wanted.
So if you're all following after, then
I think we were going to try and space it out so she could go ahead. I think was the goal. I don't know if.
Wait, me go ahead or Nana?
You.
Okay.
If Nana D is still back by the cell, then you haven't seen anyone yet.
Okay.
Thaxel, one of the guards that was in that room on the right, was seemed, appeared as woman, and the other one presented as a man.
So there are at least 2. Okay, I relay back to Aga. There's 2, or I guess to the group, whoever.
Oh, you scurry
Not
back.
Rhea.
Gotcha.
Do
you have
I'm gonna say.
Oh, you've got the thing up. Okay.
Yeah, you've got telepathic bond.
Yeah, but I don't want Rhea to be involved with this. So.
You can decide
It's whoever you choose. Yeah.
Okay, so.
Yeah, it's not everybody all the time.
The people that are left in this group now. I relay back to Marcon, Nana, and Aga that there's 2 guards still on the right. And there's a door, right? You said?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna ask Dassel, is there any way that she can grab the keys off them in rat form? Like to get out. Or if the doors are like already open.
Is the door already open?
It looks shut. There's enough room for you to squeeze under being a rat, but it looks shut. You don't see... I mean, there is a lock, like a keyhole, but you're not sure if it's locked or unlocked.
To be fair, we've got Nana D with us.
True.
I think they're a little too alert to for me to sneak off with the keys, but I can squeeze under the door, but I can't, like, if we're in Vanguard, I can't be seen here. So I'm not getting out of this form. Okay.
I'm gonna, now that we know what's ahead of us, I'm just gonna lead the charge and just kind of walk nonchalantly, like I belong, but like with purpose. And if anybody tries to stop us, I'm just gonna say, "There's a skeleton. Somebody's raising undead. They're that way." And I'm just gonna point behind us, tell him to go help.
Okay.
But if we don't encounter anybody, he's just gonna try and walk quietly, but with purpose forward.
All right, you begin to do so. These 2 guards are definitely, by the time you're... the hallway you see goes ahead maybe like 30 feet, 25 feet, and then turns left abruptly, and that's the hallway where all the rooms are. As you kind of cautiously begin walking up a few steps to the corner of the stairs, a platform there, you hear some footfalls. They're footfalls, approaching your way. And they... Ho! How did you get in here? Who are you? What's your business?
I'm just gonna say exactly what I said before. They're raising undead, blah blah blah. Like I'll probably make some up, like we were chased in here or something like that, and we're lost trying to find our way out.
Nana's gonna step forward. Mm-hmm. Nana's gonna step forward. He's saving me! He's saving him! He's saving me! There's undead creatures! Save us! Save us!
Does that give me assistance so I can have it?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, roll for the advantage.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's great.
I'm gonna pull my hood up slightly.
Nice.
And kind of look down because I got warrants.
Nice.
I'd like to take a really good look at this guard, in case, for reasons, so I can, if need be.
Okay.
Thank God for advantage. I rolled a 7 and an 18, and I have no modifier.
Okay.
Nice.
So this guard, starts to lower. He's got a spear in his hand. Starts to lower it. The other guard behind him. Maury, she points to the cell and like the flesh bag on the floor. What? You?
So there was a necromancer here, and he raised that skeleton. You can hear them shouting down the hall.
Well, you can stay here, back in the cell, over in the cell. We'll question you when we're sure our friends are safe.
And then, all right, I'm gonna immediately like. Actually, no, that's a terrible idea. Never mind.
No, I don't. I think.
I would like to cast. Hold on. Give me a second.
I was gonna cast sleep, but I don't have it.
Oh, I was gonna. Hold on. Let me see if I have it. I think I do. I'm gonna cast suggestion.
Okay.
On them.
Oh, okay. Can you get them both at once, right? With the higher.
Yeah.
Okay. Nice.
So, I'm going to take the little chapstick looking thing that I have out of my thing.
Nice.
That has the snake's tongue wrapped around the honeycomb, and I'm gonna rub it across my lips as I look at them both and say, You should not let the little old ladies and her protectors stay here. I suggest you go worry about them, and then don't worry about us. We'll be just fine.
You see them consider it. What do they have to roll?
It is. Hold on. Wisdom saving DC 17.
Well, you see the guy is just like all the more convinced. He continues to lower his spear. Maury, and the woman's like, oh, right. Yes, we'll carry on. Get out of here and get to safety. And they rush past you and head into the back of the jail cell. So you both rolled much lower than that. Thankfully,
Nice
you're
move.
already outside.
Oh, did I already go outside?
I mean, if you wanted to, but
Yeah, I'll scurry under the door and just say, "Hey, I'm outside the door. Hurry up."
Yeah. Might want to see if there's a direction we should be headed, or if we're just walking into a courtyard or some shit.
Oh yeah, what do I see?
You're on the corner of a rather large street. Cobblestone streets here. You recall some of this. Booming town. I mean, there's dozens of people walking this part all the streets, but this area here is part of the main thoroughfare. Very crowded. Seems to be that time of day.
Okay, relay. Guys, it's real
About
crowded.
4:30 in the afternoon, I think.
Be cool.
I guess Aga will ask Thaxel, because she's been here before. And he'll kind of like mentally ask this as we're approaching the door to exit. Do they have like air security here? Do they have like a police force that polices like the air the way they did in Pele?
You can make a perception check. Oh, sorry, you're looking, or you were asking Thaxel?
Asking
Sorry.
Thaxel if she was aware of that.
Are you coming out of your phone? Oh, right, never mind. You
No,
can do
I'm
that.
saying in it, yeah. No Reapers. Just a lot of pissed off people. Be cool. Just be cool.
Well, my thought is, if we're in a port city, as soon as we're outside this door, I have polymorph, you have wild shape. We turn into giant eagles or giant owls, whichever we care. Like, we've seen both. And we grab one of the other people, fly us out of the city, and we're scot-free.
Am I
But
the only
not
one
if
with a
there's-
nightmare now?
But we're not going to be able to do that if they're going to shoot us out of the sky.
Well,
I'm
I don't
sorry.
recommend. I don't
Okay.
recommend drawing attention to
enough.
ourselves here. So I would just like nonchalantly just walk out. I'm gonna hop into one of y'all. I don't know who, but it's gonna be a little rat. Scurry on up, and then we're gonna just walk out of the city, and then we can go from there. Right? Maybe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then I have a question.
Mm.
What do people want you for? Do you guys make battle muffins?
That's it. We can talk about that later.
Oh, it's like that, huh? You want me to help you, but you won't to tell me nothing.
Nana,
I'm just saying.
I
y'all
killed
like-
somebody here. We cannot be seen in the city.
Oh well, why didn't
I'm
you just
also-
say that?
Wait, can I hear their conversation?
Yeah.
I'm also gonna relay to both of them. It's like, I have a bounty out, so I'm covering my face and getting out of here. I don't know.
I think last session Aga showed you guys the papers.
Yeah,
Oh, did
I
you?
did.
yeah, I have to go.
Oh,
Yeah.
Well, then
Yeah.
what?
If I remember correctly, like, you had a small bounty on your head, but Thaxel had like
30,000.
fucking huge bounty on her head.
yeah. So, there was this one time where we were here for some reason that I don't remember, and we may have killed this like douchebag. He was such a dick, like, and not the nice kind. Like, it's been really.
There's a good kind of dick. You go ahead and tell
Well,
me.
yeah, there is, but this guy. But the town saw him as a hero, and he wasn't, and we killed him. So I need to go.
All right. Well, thank you for being honest this time.
I just
Let's
didn't
go
want to waste time.
Well, let's go then.
I think it's better if we get to like the outskirts. Aga, if you need to polymorph, and Thaxel, you need to stay in rat form to get out of here. That's cool. I'm heading to the edge of the city right now. I'm gonna walk off.
Yeah,
Cool.
I'd say we step through the door and just do that. I'll follow Marcon.
All right, you begin. And Thaxel, are you scurrying
I'll
along?
scoop
as
up.
well? Okay.
I'll scoop up Thaxel if she'll let me. And just throw her in the same pouch I keep my books in,
Okay.
And you see
Which
this
is
little
kinda like-
nose going out like,
hidden behind the armor.
Nice. All right, you begin walking through the city. You're in a fairly central part. Do you want to towards the north is the actual port with boats and other means to leave. Towards the south is the main entrance to the city. They don't have a western or eastern gate.
As we're walking or making our way out of town, I want to try to pay attention to the people that we see, and if there's any person that kind of, to me, would stick out as someone that kind of fits. My kind of stick out is fades into the group, like into the crowd. Preferably a female, but whomever it doesn't matter. Whoever she can see that she, given who she is, the people that don't stick out for future reference.
Okay. Go ahead and make like an investigation check as you're sort of actively watching people. However, which direction are you all heading toward? Like the gate to leave at the south, or up towards the boats to leave?
I would
I
probably.
think Marcon was leading the charge.
You're muted.
Muted, bud.
Whoops. Yeah. I'm gonna try and make my way to the back half of the city where
Okay.
it's like less crowded
Okay.
to see if there's any like southern gate that I can just kind of like slip my way out of.
Okay. All right. Go ahead and make a perception check, everyone. With at disadvantage for Nana D because you're investigating other stuff.
Oh god,
Oh, that's what I'm talking about.
that was a 12.
A 10.
Well, the real good rolls are happening right now. 'Cause
Oh,
that's
no,
a
sorry.
6.
I got a 10. Never mind.
Okay.
But my passive perception is higher.
Bummer.
If that makes a difference.
Cool.
Yeah, it's like nice.
Awesome.
That's such an evil DM thing to say. My passive is higher. That's cool.
Just throwing it out
Awesome.
there.
What was yours, Marcon? Sorry.
Mine is 24.
Oh, damn.
God.
Yeah, I rolled a 19. Now plus 5.
Marcon has his head on a swivel, like, keeping an eye on things. So the rest of you are sort of, Thaxel, your view is a bit obscured as the rat in a bag. Nana, you're looking for people. Aga, you're processing things and trying to formulate plans and such as to what to do next. So everyone's a little distracted, except for Marcon. This is his focus. Step one, be alert, find a gate. There are
Get up out of here.
yeah. There's a few things that you're gonna notice. You make an intelligence check on top of that just to see if there's something you can extrapolate from the information you're gonna see.
Like straight intelligence.
Just a straight intelligence, I think. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oh, well. 5.
Okay. You've got your focus. Yeah. All right. So as you're walking through the city, you only get like half a block before you start noticing some things that grab your attention. There are a fair number of I wouldn't call them guards, but city patrol people. More so than you would expect. It's a pretty large city. It's a bustling port city, but still. It seems like the streets are almost flooded with these. You can't go 15 steps without seeing another one somewhere. You also notice a number of flyers. In fact, with that roll, you probably step on one and be able to pick it up if you want it. But they're also pasted up on the walls around the city. There is a quarantine in effect. A ship was reported to come in with some highly contagious, nasty virus. So they're putting everyone on lock in the city.
Got the
Good thing I'm immune to disease, baby.
Nice, yeah. That's awesome.
Ooh, it sucks for y'all. Yeah.
And you wouldn't, really extrapolate anything from that. It just seems like maybe happenstance that's occurred. I think that everyone is gonna see maybe like a block within a block's walking. There's a loud murmur to the crowds. There are little shops and stalls set up here and there on the side.
So it's probably gonna be rough getting out of here with there being a quarantine.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this isn't gonna bode well. I will relay this to the group via telepathic message. Like, hey guys, see these flyers around the city? Looks like there's a quarantine for a. Now, did they say what the disease was?
It would probably list it, but I of course don't have a name for it.
Gotcha.
The throws.
The throws.
Mm-hmm.
Got it. So I don't know what the throws are, but it's here and it's spreading around the city, guys. So if I were you, I'd cover your mouths and various orifices so you don't get sick. I'm going to be fine, but I don't know about y'all.
Nana takes out a cigarette and lights it and says, "What's the worst that could happen?
You could die from this disease."
I could die from being around y'all."
You're not wrong.
Awesome. You do actually. I have to pull this up here, and then I can tell you what else you see. Oh, come on, Google Docs. You're killing me. All right, here we are. Up. Or not, because Google Docs really wants to be bogus.
Well, Aga's probably going to say something and say, do we want to move to the east or west wall and just try and fly over in a sneaky fashion?
Why don't we just go down to Kona and do the little birdie thing y'all was talking about?
Well, that's what I'm talking about, is get up to the wall and then fly over it. Because
that
I
seems
think
to be the only course of action now.
Because if we go to the gate, they're not going to let us through with the quarantine.
Absolutely not. It's
Yeah,
quarantine.
no way.
Yeah, there's nowhere getting through the gate.
Are there any birds around in the town?
You see some seagulls. You did get a really high roll mark on. Okay, so if you're also looking for that, you'd see there's a number of a rather large outer perimeter wall. Has parapets on it. There's some towers throughout the city just built into the buildings, but they have stairwells that kind of approach them. And you see a number of armed.
Are there any like Tweety birds?
Constabulary things. Just seagulls, I'd say. Nana. Mm-hmm. But it does look like there are individuals keeping an eye in the sky. Marcon, you would notice that with your roll.
Okay.
Jeez, I'm so sorry. I'm having trouble finding this.
Axel, do you have invisibility prepared today?
I don't think I even have access to that spell.
Shit.
Wait, do I have? Nah, probably not.
Probably not. And definitely not at a
Yeah.
high enough level.
I can
Nah.
cast Pass Without a Trace on us, but I'm in rat form, so
Yeah. Well, I mean, if we get up right up against the wall, and then you pass without a trace, and then you and I both polymorph wild shape, we can fly people over, super stealthy like. But that'd be pretty tough. Dan,
Yeah.
I learned teleportation circle in my most recent level up.
Right,
Do I
but
know any?
I think you have to sleep first. But yeah, you would be able to get two that I'd let you choose. So there are some. Oh, let's see what you get the information from the Hells, probably your contacts. You would know. I mean, there really isn't much here. On Maeve'riel, I think I said there might be one here in Zangard if you wanted to go into that. There's one up in the continent. What's it called, Steph? Your Ileana's continent there, Asteridian or something like that. There'd be one up there. There'd probably be one over on the continent where Discord D&D is too, and maybe up in Gnarlbogen, but you probably wouldn't know.
So
that
there's
one,
not like a teleportation circle in each major city of this continent?
Correct. Yeah, Xangard. I think Ikram, for security purposes, has avoided it. Those are the only two that are sort of wealthy enough, prosperous enough to have that done.
Pele avoided it as well.
If there
Probably
was one,
because of the tier setting. Yeah.
if there was one though, we can't get to it because that's probably in the Sultan's palace, and we don't want to go back there.
You know,
That's all right.
You know,
we leveled up. We can kill him now.
I don't think so.
You know, Nana's real good at blending in to the crowd, and maybe I can help y'all blend in. Ask about Trace. A little bit more.
Nice. What do you want that to look like? If you're are you just casting it, or are you asking first?
I'm asking them if they don't have a clue, so she's just saying. For all they know, she could be just trying to be cool, trying to be helpful, right?
If you could do it, it'd probably be best if we looked like guards.
Pass without a trace. She can't
Okay.
She
Just
can't
to
make
help self view.
Yeah, she can't turn other. Oh, she can't make everybody blend in. She can make herself blend in.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. Because I was about to say I got negative modifier on everything straight or stuff.
I'm really concerned about staying in the city with a quarantine. I don't want to end up sick.
I will add to Marcon that there's another set of flyers that populate the city streets, and they all refer to clearly put up by maybe some troop or by some local individuals, saying, "Come see the great and powerful Eladrin. She's come to bring you peace, to bring you strength. She will meet all your needs."
Oh my god!
Yeah. So you see that?
Yeah.
A bunch pasted everywhere. Mm-hmm.
I wonder if that'd be I wonder if that would be useful information for the party. I mean, I'll let them know about the flyers. I'm gonna say it very passively, like just as a matter of fact, because I won't think it's important because we need to get out of this city.
Gotcha.
Daxel will perk up. Did it say who?
Eladrin?
Like an Eladrin or the Eladrin?
I'm gonna assume it's the Eladrin.
What is
Does
an
that
Eladrin?
name? Does that mean anything to you?
Yes, the seer told us about that we needed to find her.
Oh wow, that was a while ago for me.
What? I mean, that was 2 episodes ago.
Yeah.
Last episode was like 10 episodes.
It took a lot out of my heart.
It was so emotional.
It was so emotional. It just said, "In Eladrin, find her." What? That's all I wrote.
Nice. Well, it's around that time you see an individual coming through the streets. Oi! Come and see the great Eladrin! She'll bring you peace. She'll end your suffering. She'll meet all your needs. She can do anything that you need. Come and see her today. And they're trying to pass out flyers, and they'll kind of walk past the group if you have any desire to interact with them.
Oh, son of a bitch.
I will not.
Nice. He'll kind of look at you anyway, like, oh my gosh, you're intimidating.
Aga will kind of like snatch a flyer.
Yes, please.
Move along. And he'll just keep walking and start reading it.
She'll hold her hand out. I got one of those papers and keys.
Awesome.
He'll hand it to Nana if Nana wanted one.
Yeah, she wants it.
He'll hand it to her. He'll just
Okay.
glance over where it's going to happen and when, and then give it to her.
Okay. It seems to be just something that's done every hour on the hour during 8 to 5, basically, during the day today. And there's a sort of a Well, Thaxel, did you look at it too? Because you'd probably be familiar with the location.
I would like to. Yeah. If
Oh, you're
would.
a rat.
I'm a rat. But rats can
you
so
can-
easily
I'll
run
hold it when I read it. I'll hold it out like this. She could have glanced at it from.
Nice.
from
I'm
the
sorry,
pack.
I'm going like this, like out of camera.
That's
but
awesome.
I would have held it so she could have read it if she wanted to.
Okay. It's a somewhat not secluded but low key area of the city. Not a slummish area per se, but it's definitely a more chill. Typically, not as many guards or magistrates or anyone in the higher echelon here of the city's hierarchy go. They kind of avoid that area.
I say we go.
You hear him continuing on. Come see the amazing Maeve'riel. She'll take care of all. And he kind of continues.
That's her!
on.
That's her! You just hear this high pitched. That's her!
Yeah. And in your head.
But in your mind, you hear Thaxel going, "That's her! That's her! We gotta." Because I thought I put down that her name, like the seer's name was Maeve'riel, but no. We have to find her. Let's go.
Why? Wait. Why do we need to find her? We need to leave.
The seer told us to.
What?
I think I know why. I just need to figure it. I just need to go see her.
What does this do for us?
I don't know. It could protect us from Bardock.
I'm with Marco on this one.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense for us to go. We need to leave here. What are you talking about?
I tell you what, you guys go do. You guys get out. Nana is safe. Nana doesn't have no pictures of herself on this flyer. Nana can go see her, and y'all can kick on if you want.
Excuse me, ma'am. Someone calls out to Nana D.
Gosh.
One of the guards.
Let's go.
So
Let's just go. Let's just go head that way. There's not a whole lot of
I'm
magistrates there.
gonna walk in the opposite direction.
Damn it!
Are you safe, ma'am? Looking at Marcon and Aga, they're clearly high-level adventurers. And Nana D, like, look at this and that. Yes.
She
Aga
pulls
will-
out. She'll pull out some battle muffins from her. She'll pull out 2 blue battle muffins out of her pocket or out of her bag, and she'll hold them up to him and say, "Oh yes, Nana is quite fine. Thank you for asking. These kind folks, these kind gentlemen is helping Nana distribute some healthy treats to lift the spirits of the peoples. Would you like one?"
He's watching, Marcon sort of turning and heading in the other direction, and Aga standing with you.
Aga will stand kind of behind Nana D, looking like a bodyguard, and he'll kind of like quietly speak to Marcon, like, "Hey, go check ahead," like just like we're on a security detail or something, trying to give him a reason to step away.
Baked goods. I can't turn that down.
To walk around the perimeter of where we're at then.
Okay, neat. That's awesome. I love it.
The battle muffins help the damn muffins, and they're very good.
Oh, this smells delightful. Yes. Thank you. I will partake right now, I think. And he starts eating the blue battle muffin in the middle of his work shift.
Did you know? You just make sure that you love on somebody tonight when you get home. And if you ain't got nobody you love, you just love yourself.
Of course. Well, I have 3 fine children that I love very much, and I'm not understanding like what you're saying. Yes. They're going to visit me at work today. It's bring your children to work day.
Well, yes, yes, but thank you for asking, Nana. It's fine. We gotta go pass out these battle muffins.
Yes,
she's gonna
as you
turn
were.
and try to grab him and bring him along. And she's gonna move a little faster.
Nice.
Is the blue one poison?
It's
she's
Viagra.
gonna say to everyone that's listening, I hope he doesn't try to love on his children that kind of good. That might not be right, but
Oh,
let's not
good
say
God.
that. We need to go now. We need to go.
And
Time for an awkward
Thaxel's
day.
gonna try. And she's gonna...
We need to go.
And the place we need to go to that there's not a whole lot of guards at, and that will be a little bit safer, is where this Maeve'riel person is.
Wait.
Just trust me for a minute. Or not. I don't care. Like, let's just scope it out. And then
You do realize a lot of your rash decisions got us here, right?
you know what?
I'm just saying.
It's not rash. It's not a rash decision.
It's not a rash decision to go see a soothsayer.
Aga's
That
gonna look
Need
at
to leave the city?
Marcon.
Seer told us to go see.
Aga's gonna look at Marcon and say, "I need a day to rest anyway, because then we can get the spells we actually need set up, and we can get out of here safely. So how about we just regroup for a day? She can have her moment with her Eladrin, and then we can get the fuck out of this city. Maybe we might learn something. Who knows?" That dragon seer who told us about this Eladrin said we'd encounter her, and said it from the other side of the continent several days ago.
Like, I think it's worth at least checking.
All I'm gonna say is if something bad happens, I'm cutting somebody and y'all ain't gonna stop me. And she'll cut her eyes as soon as she sees Marcon. She'll cut her eyes at him whenever that is. Either it's now or later. She's gonna cut her eyes at him.
And,
I'm gonna look at the other D and be like, hey, look, that guy had to become the distraction, and that I had to make that happen by burning his skin off. So.
Oh God, Nana,
Next time, just leave the room.
I will make sure you have someone to kill. Okay, I will go find someone for you to kill.
And she'll say in response, "Oh, don't worry, child. I'm sure that you will."
Ooh. I'm gonna look over to Aga and be like, "You're the only one making sense today. So I guess I'll follow your lead and we'll go see this witch doctor. Hopefully she has answers for us."
Only in
cut my
Marcon's
eyes.
head. Only in Marcon's head. He's gonna hear, "I'm the only one that ever makes sense here."
That's awesome.
Now that Rhea's gone, I'm the only sane one left.
That's amazing. All right.
That was a joke. That he doesn't actually hear that. But
So yeah, you make your way through the city. You actually come across in the streets two different individuals that also have flyers and are sort of shouting, to the people in the streets. Like there's a following or a group involved in this. Still plastered everywhere, even taking up a lot more real estate in the walls than that are these quarantine posters about the what was it, the flush? No, that sounds terrible.
The
Throws.
The throws. Okay, yeah, I should have called it the flush. That sounds even better.
Ooh, no,
it would be really easy to get rid of because they just flush it down.
Yeah, nice. Yeah.
Very fair.
You think
I got you.
that's awesome. All
Sorry.
better. Yeah. You haven't seen anyone sick. There's a lot of people wearing sort of makeshift cloth. What do you call them? Little face coverings.
masks.
Thank you. Why I couldn't think of that word, I don't know. My brain does that sometimes. Masks. And but no one coughing, no one ill, no one looking ill yet. It's
And she's gonna take a big ass drag of her cigarette every time she sees somebody like covering their mouth.
someone sneezes near you, man, as they're walking by. Stay back.
That's actually exactly what Aga was going to say. Was if anybody gets close to us and there's like sneezing or coughing or anything, he'll be like, "Back up." He'll be like very intimidating, like hand on the weapon,
Nice.
like get the fuck away from me.
With these normies here in town, they definitely easily get like.
I'm gonna reassure the group, like, hey guys, look, if y'all get the throws, I'll take care of it. Don't worry about it. Even you, Thaxel, I'm gonna cut my eyes over to her. Very annoyed.
Sorry.
I am still a rat, and you just hear it go.
I picture a quick pan cinematically do in on Axel's little red. Red face, that's great. It's only about 3 blocks away. It's pretty large city, so it's not too long of a walk. Maybe 8 minutes or so to walk over to this particular area. You can see while the streets are still busy, there's still plenty of murmuring going on amongst townspeople. It's a little less so than where the volume of people a few blocks back. You see a building here that perhaps once was a tavern that has been repurposed as sort of a venue for entertainment. You can see through the very large open window front wall to the building, a very large stage, half an octagon stage in the back, and a bar off to the side, and some table seating that seems to set up for these performances. It's about 10 past the hour or 15 past the hour. I guess it would be every other hour because she's going to take some time. So every other hour. So it's probably about, you probably have about 45 minutes before the next hour hits. It's quarter past, where she performs, this Maeve'riel. But there are people already inside and sitting down, or it's kind of quiet. If you're going inside anyway, it's quiet, a bit peaceful, very light discussion. Some drinks being had at these tall, like bar tables, circular bar tables. Each one has many of them just seat 4, others seat 6, and there's a few that seat 8.
Nana's gonna try to find the table that's the most away, and from people. And she's gonna sit at it and take out her book and start jotting down some notes inside the book, in the good and the bad column.
Oh,
Aga's probably going to follow suit with the table farthest from people.
Okay.
And he's going to pull out his book and start doing some math, for lack of a better term, just like but like trying to figure out the two spells that he's going to gain when he levels up. He's going to start trying to doing some work on that.
Okay.
But while he's doing that, he's going to kind of, without looking up, he's going to say, now is one of those times where blending in might work really well to get backstage, because we're going to want to talk to this woman. As he's like, but never looks up from his book. He's going to say it specifically, out loud to Nana, because Nana's got the skills to sneak around in plain sight.
So she is going to finish writing in her journal, and the way that she writes in there kind of looks like scribbly do, but after she notates in the bad column, no tongue, 5 skulls next to Marcon's name, and then the did not let me stab him 5 more stars next to Marcon's name, but then she's gonna draw a little dagger next to it, and as best she can, the image of the man that she saw. And then she's going to make notes of in the good and bad column. I'm not gonna say which or whatever, but she's going to write Rhea's name and Rex's name, and she's gonna write the angel dude thing, that weird looking feather guy is what she's gonna put. And
I think we said McGregor's name when he showed up.
Yeah, but she was too preoccupied. So and then she's gonna put jail cell ? And then she's going to just write all of the things that's been said to her, and she's gonna write Thaxel's name in the bad side with 10 stars.
Oh snap!
and then she's gonna put Thaxel's name with a question mark, halfway between the good and bad, kind of over the middle. Truth or on the good side, and lie on the bad side. And then she's going to get up, put her book away, and walk around. And when she gets to a part that seems like there's not really anybody there, or for the most part, nobody looking in that direction. Is there anything that she can walk behind briefly?
I mean, there's a couple of other rooms off of this that some smaller ones, a storage room. I mean, you could try and sneak into one of those. They're not guarded or anything, and the doors are mostly like partially open or wide open.
She'll go up to somebody and tap them, like just somebody who looks like they work there.
Yes. How may I help you?
I need to use the ladies' room. Is there a place I can go potty?
Oh, of course. Follow me. And she'll walk you back
follow
there. You did spot, I'd say, at least 2 or 3 people that fit that description, by the way, as you were walking through the city.
Okay.
That blend in easily.
All right. So, is she left alone to go to the bathroom, or is the person staying there with her?
Oh, there you are! And she'll walk away. She's probably not gonna...
Thank you.
Of course.
She'll go inside and she'll shift into the person that, to her, was the least, the least sore thumb.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And then go back out and I will cast Pass Without a Trace on myself.
Ooh, and what does that look like? How do you do the...
So I've actually never cast Pass Without a Trace. She's going to reach into her pocket where she keeps her things. I'm gonna spend a sorcery point so that I don't have to use the stuff.
Nice.
And people don't see. She's gonna walk towards like the most shadowy part that she can go to as she casts it. So when the shadows kind of envelope her, they kind of darken her for a bit as she, as that kind of comes across. And I'd like it to be more of a more look like, not necessarily dirt, but not completely grungy. Just like she probably could use a shower.
Mm-hmm.
Or a bath. I'm sorry, a bath.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'd like to kind of stick close to. Are the walls stone, or are they?
Stone and wood. It
they...
depends. There's different areas. The framing is often wood, but some of the walls are just like a brick and mortar.
Okay, so she's going to kind of stay close and drag her fingers across the wall as she's walking, like keep her fingers against the wall, against the stone. She's always going to touch the stone as she's kind of going around to see if there's anything that she can kind of notice that would help. And she's going to ask in her mind, what exactly am I looking for?
Wait, me?
She's saying it to everybody. What exactly am I looking for?
An Eladrin. It's a high elf.
Like an elf that smokes
my
halfling stuff, or
no. It's a type of elf. So think of like Lothlorien type elves. I don't know. I think she's
Can you describe to me what an elf? I mean, has she seen elves? But what's the distinguishing difference between, say, me, you, and said elf?
Can we all hear this?
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you already know the Eladrin stuff, Axel? Or if not, I think you would. But
I think we did. I saw one right at the crossover. Wasn't Emersina an Eladrin?
Yeah, she's a Tildari. Eladrin.
Tildari. Oh, okay.
Yeah, Eladrin are like the high elves, the ancestors to high elves, and that they came over from the Feywild to the Prime. They're the first ones that came over. They're like ancient, old school, straight up from the Feywild high elves. They're like the high elves here are like children compared to them.
They're super, super dope, right? And I'm gonna relay everything that you just said to her.
They have like, so she would know kind of now what that looks like based on the description, or I mean, I know what an eladrin looks like, but she doesn't necessarily. She's never, to the best of my knowledge, never seen one.
They're pretty rare, especially in the prime.
I mean,
Okay.
I've never seen one. I just know I've heard. So that's all I can tell you is what I've heard.
Okay, so pointy ears or no pointy ears, long chin, different color skin, tall, short, fat, skinny. What are they?
Probably tall.
Skinny, tall. They're like high elves, except a little more, even more noble in their features.
So I described Galadriel to her. That's what I'm.
Yes,
I'm
perfect.
picturing.
Yeah, yep.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. Well,
Like
I'll
pure
take a look.
glistening skin
Pure
and
glistening
like
skin.
crystal skin, diamondy
Okay.
skin, and she's like drop dead gorgeous. Come on.
She'll just like tap her fingers on the stone as she's like listening, trying to imagine this like crystal like skin on a person.
Nice.
And her mind is just running wild. Let me just roll to see if she's gonna understand. I didn't want to do a personal roll on this
Okay.
because I know she has no idea what the hell she's talking about.
So while you're rolling real
right,
quick, were there
17.
trees around? Dan, I'm assuming. Like in the city?
In the city. Not that you've seen yet. You remember there is like a city green that has like a little tiny park section that has a few trees in it. But they're
Big enough for me to bamf through one of them?
You might be able to try, but they were pretty narrow
Okay.
last you saw.
Okay.
Yeah.
That I was just curious. Okay.
All right, so she'll kind of nod her head gently, as if while she's walking, as if she's humming something in her mind, but not out loud. And then she'll realize she's nodding her head and just clear her throat and stop nodding. But then she's gonna start looking around in any room that she's able to easily walk by, or see any people. As she kind of makes her way around, looking for a crystal, pointy-eared, tall, skinny, possibly thing.
All right. You begin heading around to search, and you hear a call from one of the workers there. 30 minutes until the next scene. Please make sure that you top off your refreshments and use the bathroom. And that's where we'll take our bio break. Bam. Now that one just plugged itself in. That was great.
So update, Rhea may or may not actually make it.
I know. It's exciting.
So
Fingers
we'll
crossed.
see.
All right, so we'll take an 8 to 10 minute bio break. I'll have the BRB screen up, so you won't see us, but we'll leave the mics live. We're just getting some fresh coffee, yada yada bio stuff. Catch you all real soon. Yay!
Yay!
All right, there we are. Ooh, that one image is of Ikram, so we'll have like a regular reminder of Rhea.
Of the betrayal.
671. Nice.
Yeah,
I'll have to my marker when we get back.
Yeah. So do we just still have people in chat listening? Hello, howdy.
Hi, people in chat.
I actually was gonna. I've been. This is completely separate, but I've been DMing a home game for like 2.5-ish years. Vic is actually a player in it, and Deontay is too. But I made a bad guy based off of a homebrewed class that I made, and I wanted to know if chat wanted to give me some feedback on it, on whether or not it sounds like any fun. But I'll post the homebrewery link in here. If Deontay comes back, I have to tell him not to look at it. Yeah, it's a barbarian subclass based off of. Hey, get out of here! Get out of here! Take those headphones off, man. But anyway, nobody could see it, but Deontay stuck his head back in the camera view, and he had his headphones on and was listening the whole time. But it's a barbarian subclass I made based off of if a barbarian got all of their rage strength from a demon pact. And I, tried to base it off of 3 basic demons, the Garistro, the Yoklal, and the Shadow Demon. Because I feel like those encompass like the 3 basic demon types aside from undead. And even then, I think the Shadow still kind of covers that. But anyway, let me know if you guys like it or not. Yeah, it's the Tony Montana. It's the homebrewery link I posted just above your question.
I have an announcement to make.
Ooh, announce.
It's snowing.
Pixar didn't happen.
Well,
I'm just kidding.
It's so cold. It's so cold.
How cold is it right now?
Like so cold. That's a good question.
Oh
I think
God, I can't believe you just. Oh. So cold.
Like so cold. It's
so
29, if you want to know.
29? That's not bad.
It's not. I'm okay with it. But so I didn't know if I was going to go to work today, and I didn't because I just have been exhausted and sick, whatever. So they said we should get about 4 to 6 inches of snow.
One sec. Deontay, do not click that home brewery link. The home brewery link I posted in chat, don't click it.
I'm not going to.
Okay.
So throughout the day, like, because I've really been in bed for a majority of today, but I look outside and I'm like, oh, it's already melted. Like, this is stupid. Nothing's been happening. And then I let the dogs out and I was like, big giant snowflakes. And yeah, I'm so excited, guys. They're like big and fat and fluffy snowflakes. I just want all the snow.
D&D Beyond is incredible.
Right?
Like, wow. I had no idea. Huh.
It's D&D.
It's a whole new world.
Oh, God. Yay! Victoria's home.
Oh, yeah, she made it. Let me see. Ooh.
I'm not even going to bother. But look at my giant ass glass of wine, guys.
Oh, my God.
So, funny story. Like, I think it was like 2 Christmases ago. I was like, hey, I want some wine glasses because I don't have any. So my sister, for Christmas, got me a 12 case of wine glasses. But I am the only one that drinks wine in this house. I was like, I don't need 12 glasses. But anyways, and then I think it was like last year or something, my mother-in-law gave me these wine glasses, but because they're specifically made for red wine. And I'm not used to that, so I may have overdone it with the wine.
I'm laughing because you're holding it like a fucking baseball bat. Like, Jesus, you're like, fuck. I know chat can't see it, but she's like ham-fisting the stem of this wine glass, bro. Jesus Christ.
This wine glass is gigantic.
It's
Good
like as
Lord.
big as
So big!
That's like half your head. That's like
I
seriously
know!
a huge wine glass. Oh my god.
I didn't realize, but they're
Oh.
called like burgundy glasses, I think is what it's called. So it's specifically made for red wines. So like I'm pouring it and I'm like, oh, that's about, kind of where I usually drink, like, with my smaller ones. And I was like, well, the bottle's almost empty. I might as well just pour the
Dump it all
rest.
in.
And then
Oh
I
my
was like,
God.
oh my God, it's like a fishbowl. Like, this is why did oh.
Any alcohol problem you have will be solved at the end of that glass. Pretty sure.
Mhm. Well, and since I haven't been feeling good, I figured this is gonna solve my problems. Because red wine is good for your blood, right? Is that how that works?
Yes. That's it right
Mhm.
there.
hmm
I'm drinking tea with whiskey in it. Woo.
That was my backup, but I
Is that like
don't usually have time to make tea during the break.
tea with a whiskey in it? Isn't that like basically a hot toddy?
You're
That's
missing
exactly
lemon
what it
and
is.
honey.
Yeah, it's lemon. I know I have lemon and honey in here as well.
Oh, perfect.
And then
yeah.
I put I mix it. So typically you just mix it with hot water, but I mixed it with ginger tea instead. Mhm.
Oh shit!
Really
I can
good.
never remember which one it is.
Hmm?
There it is.
I
So
love
no, I'm talking to
hot
myself.
dogs.
I'm sorry. I meant to be muted.
God damn it.
So good.
One more thing.
Damn it. God damn it.
Oh, is this more stuff I can't look at?
No, the one I'm about to post you can look at. You can't look at the first one though.
I won't.
Yeah, because the first one is the chassis that I built a villain around. It's not exact, but it's close. I gave him some differing abilities, but
For the sake of the campaign, I won't do it.
I appreciate you.
My character is lawful good, so he wouldn't do it, so I won't do it.
Okay, well, right now you're playing Marcon, and he's lawful questionable, so...
Dan,
I'm not lawful anything. You got me messed up.
Marcon? What are you talking about? Marcon,
Dad!
well, at least to me, he seems to operate on a...
Victoria's here. You'll have to call her.
Ah, okay.
Oh,
Is
sweet. Sweet.
Dope, dude.
Get her on in here.
She
I think
may-
she says she just got home and is getting things together, so she doesn't answer.
Well-
Give her a couple minutes.
Okay.
I don't know. She said... I don't know. Well, I don't know.
She said home. Just
Yeah, I
getting the
know,
bare
but
minimum
earlier
together.
she said not going to make it tonight. I'll try and jump in chat. So I think she
Well-
might just be saying she's going to jump in chat.
No,
But she did make a comment about how she looks, so maybe she is going to join us. I don't know.
God.
Who knows? That's
Rob.
such a question. I'm just saying, I don't
I
want to get
read
people's
it.
hopes up, you know?
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Oh, this is funny.
I'm so excited.
was right?
Coffee Man's
Who
been
was
typing in
right?
Discord for like 30 minutes. Oh my God, she's here.
There she is.
Yeah.
Rob didn't believe me, Vic.
There she is.
I just didn't want to get people's hopes up because everybody loves Vic, and then she doesn't show up, and then everybody's just hopes are dashed, and that'd be
Yeah.
horrible.
Well, Vic looks sexy tonight, so everyone.
Word.
Aw, thanks. My camera's doing the
Welcome
Great
back, Vic.
Migration again, so I apologize now if I have to reach over to fix it.
Ooh.
I can tell.
it's
I can
fine.
tell it's been
Other
photoshopped
things,
It's from the pixels.
too. Nice.
Get my giant.
That's what's causing it. I'm trying to Photoshop as in real time.
Oh, okay.
You're traveling through the Matrix right now.
Yeah, you got like a whole bunch of like pixel bars showing up. That's why I
Yeah.
said it.
I don't know. I know, Dan. I try and leave and come back, but it wouldn't let me join your call.
That's so bizarre. Huh.
I know.
It did
it
that
was-
to me
you already
too.
have- it said you already had another meting going on.
Must have started a new meeting, or somehow the ID got changed or something. I don't
I
know.
blame Ashton.
Yeah. It is Ashton, isn't it? Oh God, did I just make it worse?
Are you partnered up with Ashton Kutcher? He is a tech mogul.
Nice. Nope. It's awesome. I think the other day when you turned it off, like literally the camera off and then back on, it fixed it. But
Oh, it did?
right, I think so.
Oh.
Maybe. I was
Oh,
like,
I
that's so
left
weird.
the call and rejoined it, so that's
gotcha.
what happened. But okay. Well, I can try turning
Is
it off.
your
Hold on.
shirt a stadium seating layout?
No, it's just like a
Ooh.
Oh, just
sort
like
of
a
southwestern, yeah,
Okay.
pattern.
Yeah.
But I
It
mean,
totally
now
looks
it
like
is.
Ticketmaster when you
No,
like
it
are
looked
picking
like
your
a-
seating.
It looked like a like Aztec TIE fighter.
Aztec
Aztec
TIE
TIE.
fighter.
I'm seeing weird shit today, so it's fine.
Well, you're stoned,
Yes.
so it's okay.
I
not
was
stoned.
listening to the end of that. I just want you to know, Thaxel, yes, there are very specific types of wine glasses. There's not even just one type of red wine. There's multiple types of red wine glasses.
But look at this motherfucker.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Damn.
It's shaped like that not to get you more wine. It's shaped like that to open up the heavy red wine.
well, I
Mm.
wasn't paying attention to how much I was pouring because I'm not used to big
Girl.
That's
glasses.
awesome.
Are you sure?
Note to self: Thaxel needs for
Wine goblet.
Halloween miss, which is what I call Christmas. Halloween miss.
love
Thaxel
Mhm.
needs a set of wine glasses that teach her about the different kinds of wine glasses.
Oh no, I don't need any more wine glasses in my
That'd be
cupboard.
pretty
But
cool.
yes, but that would be awesome.
Yeah, that actually
Yeah.
gives me a really great idea to get that for my girlfriend. Because she loves wine, but she has like one type of wine glass hanging on our bar. So
That's cool.
Do you like
And
dessert
it's-
wine, Thaxel?
I don't drink a whole lot of dessert wine anymore,
Mm.
but I like a good Moscato when I'm filling up for it, or
You know what we
Moscato.
should get you?
There's
is-
there's this stuff called black ice that's made in Eastern Washington, and it's so fucking good.
Really?
That sounds amazing, actually.
So
Black
fucking
ice.
good. Mhm.
it's kind of a cool name. Also, I feel like depending on the alcohol level, it's probably pretty accurate. Because it's like
Uh-huh.
you don't even see it coming, and then it's like, surprise, bitch, hydroplane.
Yes.
Ah, nice.
So fucking good.
Looking it up.
Yes. Tasha, do you have one of those wine glasses that can fit a whole bottle of wine in it yet?
Not yet, surprisingly.
Wow, really?
I feel like
I know.
Can we get
I'm-
that in the store, Dan, and put our logo on it?
Ah,
I feel
nice.
like Vic's being a bad influence right now.
What?
No, she's the best influence. What are you talking
That's
about?
right.
Oh yeah. Go ahead, get this cup of this.
Ice Storm and Black Ice. Wow. I want it.
cup of wine.
All right, let me put our video
Oh, thanks,
back up.
Steph.
Oh yeah, so everyone can see my giant ass bucket of wine. And it's snowing.
What's
I don't know
on
if you heard
camera?
that, Vic. It's snowing.
Did you call it a
Nice.
wine bucket?
Wine bucket. That's amazing. Oops, wrong thing.
They also have a pint glass that can fit 6 bottles of beer in it.
Oh,
Damn.
that
know.
is dangerous.
I know.
Woo.
That sounds legit.
It just reminds me of the fishbowl, like the fishbowl drinks.
Oh yeah.
You know?
Those will.
Yeah.
Those are also dangerous.
You know- What I do, Tasha? I drink
What?
my my wine out of glass like tumblers, just like regular glass tumblers.
Yeah.
And if anybody, calls me on it, I'm just like, I'm European, okay?
Well,
Nice.
do you
Oh.
need an excuse? You're the glorious.
Yes, glorious victory. Oh,
The size of my face.
oh, thank you, Tasha, for having Dan call me. I appreciate it. I was like trying to craft a message. Okay,
I
guys,
got
what
you,
I
babe.
miss? I got
Nothing.
in. I went in and out.
We are out of the jail cell, and we are
Great.
going to go talk to.
Yeah.
Or we found a flyer that said that Maeve'riel, the Eladrin, is here.
Okay.
If that rings any bells, because we talked
It does
about
to
it.
Rhea, but I'm not Rhea.
Yeah, that sucks.
Yep, it sucks for you.
And so we're Thaxel kind of halfway convinced them to go talk to Maeve'riel. So that's what we're doing. We're gonna try to go talk to him.
Okay.
All right.
Big old bucket of wine.
Well, we will jump back in. I believe that Nana D was gonna roll a perception check for the individual that the Eladrin.
Oh yeah, I got a 17 on my perception.
Oh, nice.
So she was going to be looking for the thing that was described curiously.
All right. Currently, so there are a couple doors that. I guess how much time do you want to spend looking around? I should ask.
I only want to spend enough time that isn't going to raise any. I don't want to. I only want to spend enough time to make the rounds once, but I do want to. I'm going to scan specifically for what was described to Nana. I don't want her to be gone too long.
Mm-hmm.
It's noticeable that this old lady was in the bathroom, and where did she go now? So just a couple of minutes.
Okay. You make the round as inconspicuously as you can. Make a sleight of hand check, if you would, as you're trying to be like, sort of incognito.
12.
Okay.
Sleight of hand.
There's enough people where they're, walking about and sitting around. Most of the people sitting at these tables have, like one of the flyers out in front of them, just sort of reading over, the contents of what this Eladrin is supposed to be able to do. You can see, like, some of them have true hope, some of them have, like, a false hope, like, yeah, okay, this is going to be something, this is what I needed in my life. And other ones are just, like, a little more skeptical, but there. While you are able to peek into a number of the rooms there, you aren't able to get, it seems like the only way to get backstage is to go up on the stage and go through the curtain and go back there. There really isn't a workaround, like an outer hallway or anything from here. But you do not see the Eladrin as described by Thaxel.
Okay. So she'll say whatever shiny, pointy, tall, skinny thing you explained. The only thing I can do is probably go behind whatever that curtain thing is. And unless you can tell me how to make myself into a little furry rat thing, if you can tell me how to do it, then I'll do it. But other than that, I don't see anybody. So if you want to share with me your secret, I know you don't like sharing, Thaxel, but that's the only choice I have right now.
Do you want me to go? Because I'm still in rat form. I can stay in rat form for 6 hours now since we leveled up.
It's up to you. I mean, if you think you can tell me how to, then
I mean, Anna, we should talk. We should talk later. Maybe I can help you with doing what I do. But since we're on a little of a time crunch, maybe, I don't know. I could scurry on ahead. You said there's a curtain?
I think there's a curtain. There's like a place.
This whole area has a bar that runs along the right side. A couple small rooms up on the left. Behind you is the big wall that has a bunch of open windows on the front, just window panes that let a bunch of light in. And then you're looking forward at the stage. It's like half an octagon. And there's, 2/3 of the way back on the stage, there is a curtain drawn closed.
She'll say, don't misunderstand the glasses that I wear. There's nothing wrong with my eyes. But I'm pretty sure that's a curtain and people stand on that. I've seen bards do it. So I'm going to make my way back to the restroom and and I'll be back. And whatever you got to do, if you don't want to, then I'm going to do this. And then she'll make her way back to the bathroom, making sure nobody's in it before she goes.
Oh, hello! Oh, do pardon me. I'll be but a moment. You hear from inside the bathroom. Actually, let me do a quick roll for time. Okay. You also hear back outside, in the main area. Prepare yourselves. The great Eladrin will take the stage any moment. Last call for drinks before the performance.
There goes my scurrying around. Do we just want to head in there? As I mind talk to people?
Whatever you want to do, just make it quick. I need to either change back or something.
Aga? Do you want to head over? I mean, you're kind of my ride.
Head over. Where am I headed to? The stage so you can scurry on it?
No, they're calling us to.
Well, I'm sitting at the table still that
Okay.
Nana D said like picked out. I'm assuming Marcon is with me as well. But I think we're sitting like in like the theater area.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yeah.
we are already.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I'm with you guys. I'm once Nana headed to the back and Aga heads to the back, I headed to the back as well.
I'm okay. I misunderstood. I thought we were like
Well,
in
no,
a
it's-
lobby area, kind of, and then we were going to go to the stage. That's what I.
Yeah, I'm
never mind.
trying not to draw any attention to myself at all because I can't transform. So
Well, I guess we'll just stay here and wait till this Ladrin comes out, and then maybe we can like corner her after. Right? Yeah.
Whatever works. I just need to know so I can either shift back or what. I don't like being dirty, and I feel dirty like this. So please make up your mind quickly. I would like.
Say as Nana.
All right. Well, I'm gonna have to wait till whomever is using the ladies' room.
Fart. Oh, excuse me. Oh, I'm almost done. I thank you.
She doesn't say anything. She just waits patiently.
Good minute and a half later, you hear some stumbling around in there. Oh, yes, it opens the door. Oh, my apologies. Just kind of, walks past you embarrassingly, and along with it is a waft of like, oh no, she killed the bathroom.
She's gonna go in the bathroom and shut the door, and as best she can, like lock it, shift back into Nana, and cast prestidigitation and change the smell quickly to something more pleasant, like
Excellent.
anything that's to make it smell like pastries in there, and then she's gonna dip out.
So
Nice.
that's what battle muffins smell like.
She's gonna make it smell like pastries, fresh baked pastries, and come back out and look a little confused for a minute as if she's lost, and then make her way back to Ega.
Okay. Not long after you sit down, someone comes up on the stage. The first individual that you ran into that had the flyer. Welcome, all. You have made the best choice of your life by coming here today. Soon, you will meet the great Eladrin Maeve'riel. You will see here today all that she can do for you, and you will be amazed, and this is the very first day of the rest of your lives. Well, without further ado, the great Eladrin Maeve'riel. And he steps to the side, actually walks behind the curtain. You hear the little pulley system open up. And you see an Eladrin come out.
Could I scurry up onto, if he'll let me, onto Aga's shoulder, kind of like I'm his familiar?
Oh, nice. Okay.
Before the Eladrin comes out, like while they're doing the whole announcement
Mhm.
thing, Aga is going to cast non-detection on himself.
Oh, snappy.
So if she's some form of fortune teller, her magic won't be able to do anything.
Interesting. Okay.
Are you gonna let Thaxel scurry onto your shoulder?
For sure, yeah. That's
Okay.
what I'm doing. big old wizard in frost armor. It's got a rat for a familiar.
Awesome.
Like this.
Oh, cool. All right, so you hide yourself from divination magic. That's exciting.
So can't be scryed on. Can't have his mind read. All that kind of stuff.
Let me try any divination magic. Sweet. Okay. And so walking out before you is let's see. Let me pull up my handy dandy description. Okay. Let's see. A lovely woman, gorgeous, flowing, orangish hair, I believe, if I'm thinking of the right thing. Let's see. Almost. It's not a stride. It's almost just a perfect glide across the stage, out to front and center. A beautiful gown adorns her body, and just a glance, at her features and her eyes are just incredibly captivating. There's definitely some great sense of depth that you don't typically see in people's eyes and in their expressions. There's, for anyone that's proficient in Arcana, you can even just feel this overwhelming sense of magic too, as these Eladrin come straight from the Feywild, and they just exude this stuff. She approaches us. There's a stool set up, and no microphone or anything, but there's a little table, some water, and she walks up, doesn't bother sitting down, and just begins to address the crowd.
You're muted.
Oh, you're muted.
Damn it.
Curses phone.
I know. My children, I'm so glad that you were able to join me today. So, tell me, how many of you have prayed to the gods, and how many of you have been let down?
I'll lean over to Thaxel. I don't like her.
How many of you have followed the rules of men and have been left with nothing?
She's gonna raise. Nana's gonna raise her hand.
Yeah, hey, yeah. You hear some other people getting a little more rowdy now.
Is Nana in a spot where she'd be easily visible?
I think
You're giving how short she is to say, I know what you talking about, did Miss Lady.
I'm gonna give her a slight nudge, like, hey, we're supposed to be incognito. Shh.
She'll just cut her eyes at you. I know what you saying.
And she'll kind of give you a nod, like through the crowd, like she sees you. I see you. So tell me, who was it that brought this plague upon the city? Was it the gods? Was it the lack of government? It certainly wasn't us, was it?
Yeah, that's right.
So, tell me, why should we follow either of them?
Yeah. Hey, she's onto something. My business is suffering because of this plague. What have they done? Lock us all in here with it. Yeah. It's more murmuring.
Tell me, friends, have any of you suffered in particular of this? Because of this?
There's a number of people. Yeah! And they shout a few stories. One person kind of pushes up their chair. And turns to walk out. Like, this is... You're nothing. This is ridiculous. I can't believe I came here. You can't help us.
I don't know about that, friends. Let me see if I can't help you. And she'll gracefully put out her hand to help him onto the stage.
Turns and a bit captivated by you two, kind of walks up, stands up. I don't know what you think you're going to be able to do. I've suffered in this town since I was a kid.
I see.
Yeah. I'm small, I'm frail. I'm a good business person, but I have to pay for protection. I can't protect myself. I get strong arm into paying a... He kind of quiets, and it's like before he says any names, like... And what can you do for that, huh? You're gonna stand next to me and fight my battles?
I don't need to stand next to you. The power is already within you, just like it's within me. Just let me show you. And as she does this, she's going to start humming as she's takes out some like little like finger paint almost things and roll up his sleeve on his arm and hum while she paints sort of like this pattern onto his arm.
Nice.
And while she does this, do you think she's been talking for at least a minute?
Yeah.
Okay. Can she kind of like eye out into the crowd and pick out 5 people who she thinks probably aren't quite convinced?
No, definitely, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. They all need to make wisdom saving throws while she does this.
Okay.
All of our friends are all kind of far away, aren't they?
Yeah, where is the table
60,
you chose, Nana?
yeah.
Well, we all moved closer to the stage, I thought, for Jackson.
No.
I did not. I stayed in the corner. I did not.
I changed. I thought we were in a different room. So
I'll say
Nana would
party,
have gone closer because she's interested in what this lady has to say.
party members roll stealth checks, please. Not Maeve'riel, the others, to see whether or not Maeve'riel spots.
Yeah, I'm not a party member yet.
Oh no.
My
Is that a
passive
stealth check?
is still on.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh yeah, disadvantage, baby.
Oh,
That heavy
my
armor.
word.
Let's go.
Oh my word. Okay.
My pass without a trace is still on, yeah? Or no?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking. Negative modifier. That's what I'm talking about. That's a 3.
26.
Woo!
I am gonna spend a luck point
Hey,
and do that again.
What'd you get, Marcon?
hey, Bobby, high five. I got a 3-2.
Hey.
I rolled a 4.
Oh.
Guys in heavy armor are the only guys in heavy armor in the whole place. So they're like, what are those guys doing?
Well, and
here?
you have a little halfling that was standing next to you, jumping up and down,
That's true.
and the two of you looking there, like skeptical at her. Like, shh.
The rat got a 21.
Gee, well, okay, yep, in the
Of
backpack.
No, I'm on his shoulder
She's
now.
on my
Oh,
shoulder.
right, that's right. And what was yours again, Nana D? Sorry, you had a...
26.
Yeah, okay, nice.
Good job.
Yes, you see, like, you don't really notice the rat. Nana D seemed to be pretty into it. However, the two individuals... in heavy armor are sitting there with like the most unconvinced faces. You're like, yeah, those two, and there's 3 other individuals in the crowd. You find 2 succeeded, 1 failed.
Okay.
So Aga and Marcon, if you two can roll, what is it, wisdom save? You said.
Wisdom save, please.
Wait, is Aga next to me?
Yes, I think, right?
You get +4 to that.
Ooh, nice.
Oh yeah, you guys probably make it then.
Okay, and it's a wisdom save.
Mm-hmm.
I'm actually pretty good at these.
Not bad.
Yo, you said +4?
Yeah.
Jesus, I need to stand next to you all the time.
My charisma is 18 now.
Yeah, Dan, that's a 27.
Ooh, jeez, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And so your face continues to be in disbelief.
Yep.
What'd you get, Marcon?
I got a 25.
Okay, the two of them still, just.
The ones that did not make it are. You can tell that they've now started to idolize me. Yeah, they
Ew.
start speaking glowingly of me to anyone.
Yeah. She's right.
Okay.
She's incredible. Such insight. They start sharing their new view of you.
And so as she paints this on, as she's humming her song, she paints on the symbols for 2 different spells, and then rolls the sleeve down and says, because you are a non-believer, this will wear off in about 30 days. This is just to help you understand what a taste of your power can feel like, all right? So,
All right.
and she'll turn to like the barkeep and say, could you put a glass on the bar for us? Maybe just one.
Kind of nods and sets one off on the corner of the bar.
And step back.
You take it about 10 feet back, like, The guy next to you is just like,
My dear friend, why don't you reach out and get rid of that glass for me? From here.
he pauses as he goes to take a step. Reaches his hand out. And, let's see. Just want to make sure I give this one justice. And much to his surprise, this beam of crackling energy streaks out of his hand. Oh! Blasts the glass on the bar, shatters it into pieces. This is. Was it me?
That was in you? I just helped you find it.
Oh, at last. Oh, they won't take anything from me again.
Hey, Dan.
No.
Can I make an insight check to see if, like, I understand what the fuck just happened?
Yeah, go for it.
Can I assist him on the inside check? Because I'm also gonna stare at that in disbelief.
You can do your own insight if you want. Yeah.
Okay.
You can each do it.
Yeah, I don't think Aga has ever seen somebody gifted magic like that before, and that's a 18.
Okay. Let's see what Marcon gets.
I got a 17.
Okay. And-
20.
All right.
Hey,
Dirty.
Oh, let me see. What would a DC be for that? So with an insight check, because you're just trying to figure out WDF, are either of you, are any of you 3 proficient in Arcana?
Yes.
yep.
Okay. Marcon, you are too, I think, right? Maybe.
What is that?
Are you proficient in Arcana?
Nope.
Okay. All right. So it's very, even with the roll, Marcon, it's really difficult to figure out what the F just happened.
Okay.
Same for Aga and Nana D, but you do notice that this individual had no magic, no Arcana emanating off of him beforehand, and now does. Even with the insight, it feels true to what she said, and it seems like this guy is genuinely shocked. You can see this deep hatred. He's had like a hatred of life and his weakness that's now like he's just in this elation, like, yes, I can take care of myself. It all seems pretty genuine with those high rolls.
So all I ask for in return, friends, from any of you, is you need to live your life full of ecstasy and mischief. Do this in my name, and you will find more power.
She'll lean over to Marcon and like kind of say in a very low tone, so what you saying is I should pass out more blue battle muffins?
It seems to be that way. I'm gonna fold my arms like.
Nice.
Oh, I can get with that. I this idea.
I will. Thank you, Maeve'riel. Thank you. And he gives a couple bows and kind of, you see him like shaking his arm, getting excited, and he walks outside and he like he's gonna go test this out. and you get a round of applause. Woo! Woo!
To the rest of you, perhaps a parting gift to forget your worries. But you have to be willing in your heart. Is everyone ready?
Yeah! Yeah! Whistles.
Is there any way you can close your heart off?
Do you say that?
Your walls up.
The walls up, just no.
Yep. So she will reach into her little pouch again and get a pile of honey-colored powder and put it in her hand and just sort of blow it out towards the crowd. And
quickly disperses into the area.
Okay. And she will cast Euphoria at 6th level. So anyone who is already willing within the crowd will automatically be affected by it. And
Any
let me
party members
roll.
willing? Nannady?
I'm so willing.
Okay, Nannady's willing. Thaxel?
So, yeah.
me and Marcon are like, nah.
I'm
Hell
gonna
no.
probably say no.
Okay.
Oh, Nana's willing because she's like live in ecstasy, man. She makes ecstasy. I mean, battle muffins.
Nice.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Did we ever put that maturity warning there?
Oh, crap.
yeah.
Oops.
Yep, you're gonna need it after this one.
Hey,
Awesome.
please
feel
make
like-
sure you're above 18 in order to watch this.
I feel like we
I'll-
needed that warning right after the just the tip comment.
Yeah.
earlier.
I just need the tip. That's
Just the
amazing.
tip or some part of it or
Okay,
Awesome. So if they're
Okay.
not willing,
I'm rolling those dice right now.
oh,
Like
right.
points. Yep. Yeah.
So as it stands after that display, I think that the only people in here, that are not into it are the 3 party members. There's probably about 14 other people left in here, and they're all like regular townsfolk, and that was just like way above their pay grade. They're like, what? So they were all in.
Okay, I rolled a 92.
Okay, I can take a peek.
Wait,
here.
what?
Oh my
I
god.
cast it at 6th level, so
I thought Rhea was dead. Like, she can't
Rhea's
have
dead.
these high rolls.
All right, I'm gonna have unless Maeve'riel wants to choose.
I had it work just the way that sleep worked, but if you
Right,
want
so it would be Aga first, who has fewer hit points. Oh wait! I'm sorry. What does a rat have? How many hit points does a rat have?
Oh yeah, do I get you both?
I'm pretty sure you're gonna get them
shit.
both. I can punch it in right here.
A rat has one.
Okay, yes,
hit
you
point.
get.
But I have 115 after that.
Too bad.
Nope, you're in rat form. Yeah. You get Thaxel and Aga. Marcon, you fight this off. You breathe some of it in, and it's it has a bit of an intoxicating nature, but you just you pull up your thing a little closer and keep it out. But what happens
Sorry, I need
to
D20.
Nana?
I
Aga,
recognize
and
this
Thaxel?
as a spell.
So as long as if it's sleep, is it a sleep spell or?
It's not a sleep spell.
Okay. That's what I
Okay.
wanted to make sure.
So for the next 6 minutes, all of you affected by the spell are deeply focused on an intense euphoric feeling. It can be whatever form of euphoria you want, either a deep happiness, something that's more like drug-like, something that is like sexual in nature. But everyone in the room, I guess, except for Marcon and Maeve'riel, are having this like drug-like euphoric experience.
Hold
People
on, I
start
have
rubbing
a
their
question.
shoulders like, oh.
I
And
have
it's
a
not a
question.
charm spell, if that's what you were asking.
I have a question.
Yeah.
So this is whatever brings my character the most deepest pleasure, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
God,
You are
no.
feeling a deep euphoria, and that's what you're like focusing on.
Oh shit.
No, guys, it's like an internal thing. You know, you're
Yeah.
feeling
Oh,
it internally.
okay.
Yeah. You don't have to act out what makes you the.
Okay, hold on. I need to do a personal roll here.
I'm not sure how this would go for Aga either.
Okay, she's gonna.
no.
Yep. Oh, yep. All right. And you said we don't have to act it out. We're just focusing on it, right?
Yeah, you're just
To
focusing
feel
on it.
it.
You're feeling it. Yeah.
Okay. So if
How many
anybody's
feelings?
if anybody's looking at Nana, so generally speaking, she has this, like, if you look into her eyes, she has this like dark. She almost looks like she's been through some shit if you really pay attention to her eyes. But her eyes, like, the look on her face, like, the smile fades, and her eyes narrow. And there's this, like, she's scanning the room at everyone, especially Aga. And there's this look on her face that's just, like, the darkest anger, kind of hate that you can imagine is now like all over her, and she's not even trying to hide it, and she don't give a fuck.
Nana D's angry
you go.
hate face. I love that.
He's like eyeing you up and down, and it's Marcon, you get the sense that she's thinking of 80,000 different ways she can cut him into little pieces.
Oh wow.
So what I understand
God.
is Nana D likes a little slap with her tickle. Is what she's
Yes.
saying. Got
If
Yes.
that
Oh my
if
gosh,
that slap
that's
and
amazing.
tickle ends in stabbing, a lot of stabbing, a whole lot of stabbing.
Amazing.
Oh, come on, phrasing, Deontay. Come on.
There's nothing wrong. It's a little blood pain, blood play.
Oh, that's awesome.
So, Dan, I
Yeah.
do have a question for you. Aga was raised in a devil military, and he's been in prison armor for as long as he can remember. So he's never, like, I'd imagine he doesn't really know. He's never had sex.
Because he's had a chastity belt on his entire time.
Exactly,
Yeah.
and he also
Super chastity belt.
he also like
sad.
the most euphoric feeling he's ever felt is like the victory of killing someone in combat.
He had that alcohol that
Um,
made him feel euphoric, remember?
Yeah, but I feel like victory in combat with the adrenaline rush afterwards
Sure.
would probably be a little stronger
Yeah.
than alcohol.
You can
Okay.
choose whichever you
Um,
like, but if there's nothing
Yeah.
that hits home, it'll be like a drug feeling, just like pure like joy and ecstasy. Like there'll be new feelings, but they'll be there. Like
I feel like it's just going to be an adrenaline rush is what's going to happen to him. It's like
Well, you're
the
gonna
movie.
have a
It's like the
weird-
movie Crank for the next 6 minutes.
nice,
Like,
nice.
It's like, it's like,
You're gonna
oh
have-
god.
But it feels good.
Yeah, well, yeah. I
You
think
have
with
a
the spell, it
rat.
also feels great. You're like, oh,
Yeah, the whole point.
Oh, I
of
never
this
said he
is
would.
release.
It's, he's not a nice guy, man.
Nope.
He likes bashing skulls in.
Yeah.
That's
That's okay. As long as he's feeling good, that's all I care about.
yeah,
he's just gonna kind of like itchy hands, like
Well,
nice.
you're gonna have a rat now.
Yeah, what
on
happens
her
to
hind
fats?
legs
Mhm.
on Aga's shoulder, doing like this, because right now what's going through her mind is sex,
Yep.
poison, torture,
Nice.
and the torture is her poisoning and killing Rhea with Tasha's right
Having sex with her.
Yes.
That is amazingly dark and twisted.
Yeah.
Oh, I love
it
it.
is very twisted.
there. He's high, man.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah,
Mark,
This
on you.
is the best scenario she could have come up
Yeah.
with after the devastating blow that she
I
got
don't even-
dealt with.
I
She
don't
still
even-
hasn't processed yet.
That's amazing, Saxel.
I don't even know how to navigate this. at
Everyone
all.
goes straight into their
Liz.
high. You're like,
high
Well,
like
Really
this.
obvious.
Would we
Would it be? Oh, go ahead.
would we recognize that we're being magically affected?
Not you start focusing on the
mm.
on the spell, and all you focus on is your high feeling.
Oh, God.
For 6 minutes?
Aga?
kind of like sleep, unless someone's like,
Yeah, unless someone. Yeah,
Has she noticed that I wasn't affected?
that was gonna be my next question. Was because if I did, I would go
Because
up to him.
if she didn't notice, I would immediately start performing immediately.
ooh,
So she wouldn't do
performance check mark on, yeah.
Oh, okay, perfect. Fuck that.
And insight, Maeve'riel.
Okay.
While they're doing
Yeah.
that, I just want to make sure that everybody knows that. I just want to make sure everybody knows that I'm portraying not Nana, but the true persona.
Oh,
Okay.
right.
Yes.
Nice.
So because this is affecting the true persona, not necessarily Nana.
Are you
Because
still,
Nana's
you
an
still look
act.
like Nana?
Oh yeah, I still look like Nana.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't shapeshift or
On-
anything.
On my performance, I got a 22.
Woo!
Oh yeah, I rolled a 9, so I got a 19.
Yes.
I rolled a 9. I got a 19. Ray is still here.
I know, she's still alive.
Look, do you think that this character might be good at insight? Maybe.
You never know.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Nice.
Maybe.
Okay, so yeah, he kind of goes into it, and it seems like everyone.
I'm gonna
is so-
unfurl my tentacles from my shoulder. I'm just gonna let them wave around, and it's like when Squidward was doing the dance. It's just gonna go crazy.
Yes.
Yeah. And I'm completely acting, so I'm just trying to blend in with everybody else so she doesn't come up to me.
Oh my god.
And I'm
Tentacles
completely-
Axel look
Yeah.
over
Yeah.
and be like, yeah. Like, I mean, you're not gonna hear, but
As
she's
a
speaking
mouse.
like,
Squeak, 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 squeak.
Okay. While everyone is high, I'm going to cast. I'll use my staff and cast fairy fire, so it's like really pretty above them. Like really glittery.
Psychedelic, yeah.
Yeah,
The ceiling
yeah.
lights. Everyone lights
Yeah.
up. That's captured in it. Yeah.
I was trying to decide what Aga would react to with this high, and I think I've got it. He's gonna meet Nana D's like really nasty glare, and he's just gonna put his hand on the mace and pull out his mace and set it on the table and just kind of like pet it, almost like it's a pet. And then
She's getting.
he's gonna like maintain eye contact the whole time, and he's gonna go, whenever you think you're ready.
She's gonna react in kind and pull out. She's gonna pull out her
God damn it,
rolling pin. Hold on.
Rolling pin.
She's gonna pull out her rolling pin and set it on the table. And with one hand, she's gonna roll the rolling pin. With the other hand, with her left hand, she's gonna grab onto the side there where the little handle sticks out. She's gonna pull out the dagger and keep rolling the rolling pin with one hand and gently slide the tip of the dagger back and forth in little circles in front of the rolling pin and wink at him.
can Thaxel do something?
Go for it. Yeah, this is all unfolding. You have 6 minutes to go crazy.
Well, I mean, she's high.
Just want to say, if any of them look like they're going to attack each other, I will step in.
Okay.
That's the reason she stays sober. But yeah, keep going.
You, Aga, I think it only hits your mind because that's all she can, because she's on your shoulder. Aga, this feels so good. I'm a rat. And I'm gonna kill you, but not you. I'm gonna kill Ray. Yeah. And I miss Tasso. Like, it's just constantly going in your head, Aga. She's just so happy.
Yes. The running
Aga's-
narrative of Thaxel. That's fantastic.
I mean,
Aga's gonna kind of like, this is really fucked up. I'm so sorry, Thaxel. We were getting so close. He's gonna kind of like scoop the rat off his shoulder, right? And he's gonna lean forward across the table, and he's just gonna have like this really like I can't do it because I have no idea how to make my face look serious. But he's gonna have like a dead serious, like excited, like evil grin, and he's gonna like show his fangs for like the first time like ever. He like never smiles, but he's a tiefling, so he has fangs, and he's gonna like, when you think you're ready. And he's just gonna maintain eye contact with Nana.
Where's the rat, though? What did you do with the rat? That's what I want to know.
Scooped it off my shoulder. It's on the floor somewhere.
Oh, you just okay.
Yeah. I
When
just wiped that dirt off my shoulder. You know?
Hey, I'm a lizard being.
When he leans forward to her,
He's just gonna lean on the table. He's not gonna like lean all the way across it.
Oh,
He's just gonna move forward a little bit. You know.
She'll take something that she's learned from a recent experience and lean forward and like climb onto the table if she needs to reach him, and she'll gently, in the most vicious kind of look on her face with an arched brow, she'll take the hand with the dagger, flip the dagger so the hilt is forward towards him, and so gently caress the jawline and say, "You look so handsome when you're mean."
Baxel's turned on now.
Baxel's like on the
always
floor.
Turned
Like,
on.
Wow.
And it's just about then that 6 minutes wraps up.
So before the
Oh,
6
okay,
minutes
go ahead,
wraps
sorry.
up, yeah. She would use, so she sees everybody doing their things, pretty happy. She'll turn around to the wall that's behind the stage and use prestidigitation to make the symbol of a moon and a sun, like a crescent moon and a sun together with a crown wreathed around it.
Okay.
And then put up the cloak of her, like, kind of galaxy looking
Right.
cloak, and then step off stage to the back.
Okay.
So when they all come out, she's gone.
Nice. All right. As as it fades, Mark, for a moment you still have your tentacles going, but you watched her kind of go behind the curtain, and that beautiful imagery showed up, covering the entirety of the curtain there. And Hannah D, you catch yourself coming out of it with, stroking the jawline with the hilt of your dagger, and Thaxel the rat's like down on the floor.
Do I see her running, or do I notice that she's gone?
Nope, you're just in this thing currently.
I feel like you're on the ground. I feel like mostly you just see like
I was
the
there.
legs of people.
You're scooting yourself along the floor. This is great.
This is so great. If we're
This
coming
fur
out
feels so good.
Nice.
it's like
Aggie,
carpet.
you got your
My
stroke my furry
whiskers,
rat.
yeah.
Did she go behind the
Oh,
curtain?
whiskers.
What's that, Margon?
Did she go behind the curtain?
I think so. Right, Maeve'riel?
Yeah, wherever she was before.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna immediately stop.
Okay.
And I'm gonna actually move to the back.
Okay.
I think we're already there.
Yeah.
We already picked a seat.
No,
kinda towards the back.
not to the back of the bar, to the back of the stage.
Okay. You've got about an extra half a minute, I imagine. I think she leaves a little bit beforehand. So you've got like half a minute before everyone else comes out. So do you want to go right away, or do you want to wait and see like when they pop out of it?
I want to wait and see until they pop out of it, because I have a couple questions I'm gonna ask her, but not, like I just got out of my euphoric mood. I just want to watch at this point.
Nice.
Yeah.
The other people in the bar, they're like, oh, they're gonna. And they
I
one by
would
one
also
file
like
out.
to. Oh, are we going to be like one of the last few people standing?
No, you're also coming out of it at the same time, the three of you.
Okay.
Yeah, I would let them enjoy their ecstasy while I leave.
No, perfect. Okay, so you get up ahead of
Yes.
time, Marcon, and head.
Yeah,
to the back.
I'm away from them. Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry. I was would like to make a perception check once I feel like I'm back to my normal, not high self.
Gotcha. All right, we'll give it about a half a minute then if Marcon's pursuing right away. So you kind of, like you're coming out of it, Marcon, you head up to the stage and back to the curtain. It's just a large backstage area. You see a hallway on either side. They likely go back to, dressing areas. You probably hear maybe some footfalls, I guess, maybe. Is Maeve'riel being sneaky, and particularly sneaky or anything?
Not necessarily, because she believed that everyone,
Okay. So
I'm not being sneaky at all. I'm not being obvious, but I'm not trying to utilize stealth at all.
Okay.
Were you headed for? Did you wait for us to come out of it? Then you headed
Absolutely
backstage?
not.
So you went straight.
Mhm.
Okay.
So I have about a half a minute on the rest of you. All right, so you begin approaching that hallway in the back. You hear her, she hears you. You're about a hallway's length away. I imagine, Maeve'riel, are you like in the staging area, your dressing area in the back?
Yeah.
Okay.
No. One quick question: would she realize that because he's out of it before the rest of them are out of it? Would she realize that he wasn't affected?
Roll, I guess, an insight check again, and this will just be to tell, like, because I imagine there's sometimes, it usually is pretty across the board, but I imagine there's probably some differences sometimes.
23.
Oh shit.
Ooh,
Okay.
yeah, roll like a either performance or a sleight of, I guess it'd be performance or deception.
I'm all right at either or. So I'm actually gonna do deception. I am trying to deceive her.
Okay.
So let's see what happens. That's not good. 12.
Okay. I mean, he's a pretty, built individual, so there might be some different, but your spell.
Sure.
And you're like, no,
Okay. he
he definitely wrapped up early, or perhaps wasn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He wrapped up early. Yeah. Are your tentacles still out, my friend?
No, as soon as like I saw you go behind the curtain, I'll immediately put them back underneath my cloak, like real quick.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So if she sees you in the hallway, she'll just stop and wait for you to approach. If you approach.
I'm gonna walk straight up to her.
Yes, friends. But you didn't enjoy yourself out there?
No, I didn't.
That's too bad. I'm so sorry.
I have a couple questions to ask you, if you don't mind. If you'd be so inclined, as to answer them.
I don't mind at all. Do you want to do this in the hallway, or should we step into one of the side rooms?
Let's step into one of the side rooms.
All right. She'll open one of the side rooms, and I don't know. Are there side rooms, Dan?
Yeah,
I just
sure.
made that up.
Yeah.
Sure.
Little dressing rooms and stuff.
Improv. Okay.
Yes, and.
Yeah. Okay, so you can step in there. So, how can I help you?
So I'm gonna be standing up looking at her, and I'm gonna look her up and down. I'm like, "What's your game? What are you doing here?"
My game?
Yes, your game.
Oh, my darling, this isn't a game to me. I'm here for very serious business.
So you deceived a lot of people out there. I admire it. Don't get me wrong, but why?
I don't think so. I'm not sure what you're talking about.
You definitely did.
I gave that man power, and I gave everyone but you a good time. I don't know how that was deceiving anyone.
I don't know. Why are you doing this?
Friend,
Just call it
are you from this plane of existence?
more or less.
It's really quite dreary here, isn't it? It's terrible. Have you been to the Feywild? Now that's a place to live.
I've never been.
Oh, you poor soul. I will take you sometime. You're going to love it. It's so much better than here. And really, I mean, I can see you're man of a god, so perhaps you're
I
not
wouldn't
one to
say
be
that.
convinced, but
I wouldn't say that.
how many times has someone else led you astray, promised you something and didn't deliver?
I'm gonna like.
Right.
Too many to count.
Exactly. Exactly. So, I'm just helping people realize it while I'm here.
For what?
For fun. For power. But a lot
How
of
does
fun.
giving people power give you power?
people believing in me gives me power, and people believe in me when I give them power. It's a wonderful cycle.
Do you believe yourself to be a deity?
You ridiculous, please.
It sounds like deity talk to me.
No. I'm sorry, I didn't catch your name. I'm Maeve'riel, of course.
Nice to meet you.
Should I just keep calling you friend?
Sure.
It's a little bit impersonal for someone asking me questions.
You are answering them, and I appreciate that.
I am, because I'm completely honest. All the time.
Which is something that I appreciate about you in the short time that we've known each other.
Good. I'm glad. So, what other questions do you have for me then?
Is the psychic link still open?
Oh, it's probably passed now after an hour. Yeah.
Yeah, probably passed.
Mhm.
Okay. Did you ever recast it, Aga, or no? No. Okay. Well, never mind. Because
We would have had to have stopped and sat still for 10 minutes.
and we couldn't do that.
Yeah. I mean, maybe while Nana D was snooping around, but even then it kind of would have looked weird, me plopping my book open and being like, "You mogwagwai, find me sound."
Yeah.
This theater.
Start making all kind of designs in the back room. Okay.
Yeah.
So, friend,
Yes.
how else can I help you? Did you want one of those tattoos? Is that what you were looking for?
Tattoo? I didn't see that. What are you talking about?
Oh, you weren't paying attention to the man that came onto the stage? I gave him a tattoo and he destroyed that bar glass. Poor bar glass.
I must not have seen it. I was in the back. I might not have been paying attention at the time.
Does he seem like he's lying?
Does he? Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you would have probably seen it from where you were.
I'm completely lying to her for sure.
Make a deception check, Marcon,
Okay.
and you can make an insight. Maybe.
I rolled a 25.
Ooh.
Oh no! I rolled a dirty 20, so it doesn't matter. Yeah.
Nice.
It's so funny. You know, I really appreciate my honesty, but you can't be honest with me. I promise I'm not here to hurt you. Besides, you look as though you probably don't need one of my tattoos, do you?
Probably not. No.
Probably not.
Hmm.
So there's no reason to lie to me.
So you give people power so that they believe in you, and that gives you power like a deity.
No, not like a deity, dear. There are many more things in this world.
Are there
Besides
though?
dirty little deities. Yeah, there are.
But it's like,
Buy me dinner and I'll tell you all about it.
why not?
Fantastic. Oh, so good. Just let's find somewhere where they're not sick. I mean, I know I'm supposed to be healing them and everything, but
It's pretty disgusting. Really
it's so
disgusting.
disgusting.
Marcon's
It
like,
is-
I know a chef for you.
Fantastic. So, were you with anybody out there, or are you all by yourself?
All by myself.
Oh, that's too bad. I always find dinner parties a little bit more fun, but one-on-one will be just fine.
The rest of you are
Okay.
coming out of your thing now. About now.
Was that enough to stay in my wild shape, right?
Yeah, you can stay in your bottle ship. And Maeve'riel and Marcon, there are some exits directly out onto the street in the back area here. Just nothing connecting the front except for the stage curtain.
Aga's gonna like, oh my god, like, why are you touching me? Like,
That's so
Right.
great.
and he's gonna be like, why is my mace on the table? What the fuck? Oh, and he's gonna like, like headache after the high kind of thing. He's gonna, where's
we remember
Marcon?
that?
And he's gonna like stand up, scoop up Thaxel off the ground, like put her on the shoulder. Be like, come on, we gotta find Marcon. He's gonna walk for the stage.
Do we recall any of that? Is it something that we will forget?
Forget the feeling?
Yeah, well, like that
events.
whole moment. Will we forget? the
Oh,
moment?
that's
Um,
up to you, Dan. We didn't really talk about that.
Well, I imagine you remember, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I am so excited that I remembered
Hold on.
everything.
I'm
I
gonna
think that's part of the
roll.
draw to the, you know, like.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It would have, according to session 0. Yes, you would remember.
Mhm,
Yeah.
Mm,
So, okay, in that sense, you're gonna like if she's just coming out of it, she's like doing this,
mhm.
and then when she's out of it, you just see her slump
Oh.
when Aga picks her back up, and she's just gonna slump on his shoulder.
Nana's gonna grab her dagger and put it back in the rolling pin and put it on her hip. But the once happy-go-lucky Nana is still, well, she's not as openly, openly so very clear mean.
Mhm.
She's not so happy-go-lucky anymore.
Mhm.
And she's just gonna say, I mean, I guess since you don't think I'm capable of thinking on my own, and she'll just follow. But there's something different about the way she's looking now.
Okay.
Aga's marching for the stage. To head into the back
Okay.
and chase down Marcon.
Marcon and Maeve'riel, are you like bouncing immediately, or would you still be there long enough for like half a minute?
I mean,
the walk time basically from.
Unless Marcon wanted to leave, she wouldn't be like rushing. She'd probably just, be getting her things together. So she can leave, you know what I mean? But
No, I'm gonna hang out in her dressing room. Is there a chair? I'll sit down in the chair.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, Aga, you
Please,
find
no
your way
chairs.
back. Yeah.
What are we,
Aga's
poor?
gonna as soon as he's in the first back hallway, he's just gonna be like Marcon, loud, yelling.
Do I hear it?
That's probably.
I'm not gonna respond. I'm totally not gonna respond. Because if I do, she'll know my name. So
Oh.
I'm not gonna respond at all.
So Aga's gonna walk up, push the door open. Is he in there? No. Walk up, push the door open. Is he in there? No. Walk up, push the door open. Is he in there? No. If he's not in the first 5 rooms, Aga's out.
Well, I'll just ask you, did you check the back of the left-hand side behind the stage or the right-hand side behind the stage?
It would have been sequential order that I come to the doors. If he's not within the first 5 rooms and he didn't answer my call,
Yeah, yep, you wouldn't
big
have
boy, he'll be on his own.
If you go down the left hallway first, there's 4 rooms there, and then you start on the other side, no.
I mean, whichever door is closest, that's where he would have started.
Okay. Yeah, left side, he went, Markham walked across the back there. That's funny.
Does Marcon have something that he always carries with him that she would have seen?
His tentacles.
Armor,
No.
Oh,
sword,
they're
cloak.
underneath my cloak now.
A cloak.
Yeah, he always has that cloak on to hide his tentacles.
So she'll tell you, Edgar. She'll look at you and say, instead of doing that, can you just stop for a second and maybe perhaps consider asking somebody if they can help you? And then she'll reach into her pocket and she'll pull out a little small pouch and rub her fingers over it, and she'll look at you, Aga, as she's rubbing her fingers around, and she'll say, I'm not as helpless or ignorant as you like to think. And from time to time, I am capable of locating things. And I'm going to cast Locate Object for that cloak. So long as he's within 1,000 feet of me, I'll know where that cloak is.
That's pretty dope.
Damn,
Nice.
man.
Well,
Yeah.
hell,
Just
hell.
has to be
Well,
familiar with it.
hell. It's a liability.
One of the down that right-hand hallway, last room on the left. Ping.
So she'll look at you, Aga, And she'll cut her eyes and she'll say, "It's probably a good idea not to underestimate me moving forward. He's this way." And she'll turn around and walk in that direction.
Aga will kind of like let her turn and like walk like down the hallway, and then like as he like takes his first step, he's just gonna like just a little hint of that like smile that he had earlier. He's gonna like cut up the side of his mouth, and then he's gonna cover it again. Like he's excited. He likes a challenge.
That's awesome.
Where did you set Thaxel?
Axel's on his shoulder. He put her back where he brushed her off.
Oh, okay. Has everybody left? Pretty much, like, are they?
There's a handful of 4 or 5 people out there, still getting drinks and stuff.
But is there anybody in the hallway where they are?
Yeah, like, is there a place where, like, if they're about to go into another room, that Thaxel can find another room that she can like scurry off to?
Yeah, there seems to be no one else back here.
Okay. Thaxel's gonna jump off your shoulder, and mid jump is gonna back into her lizard form.
Mm-hmm.
So you're gonna Professor McGonagall it?
Nice.
Yeah, exactly. How did you know?
Perfect.
Are y'all going that way? Right. I need to
don't
take
know.
care of
I'm
something
guessing
first.
we're following Nana
Oh well.
since
I
she
will.
can find things on occasion.
Well, don't underestimate a little bitch. Like,
How far away are they when she's like, I've only taken a few steps and I want to make sure
that's what says that as a compliment, not as an insult.
No, but I just want to know how far
You're probably like 30 feet, maybe. You probably got like to the beginning of the hallway when Aga smiled and she started talking. If she's full size, I mean, it's quiet and echoey back here. It's the back of the stage.
I wasn't yelling, but I mean, that's.
I mean, I just want to know if I'd be able to have heard that.
Just make a stealth check, Thaxel, and
Sure.
a perception check, Nanity, if you would. Just let the dice.
Oh, fucking shit.
Kim, you saw how quick she tried to backpedal that? She goes, "Oh, it's a compliment."
You know, I'm serious. She really did mean it as a compliment.
7.
I rolled a 2. So that is stealth, a 9.
Oh, okay. You didn't make out the words, you just heard Thaxel's voice murmuring something.
Okay.
Yeah, no, she, like, in all honesty, she really did.
You heard the
mean it as a
tone,
compliment.
not
It's
the
okay.
words.
No, it's all right. It's all
Don't
right.
underestimate a little bit.
Oh, thank you!
No, it's a compliment. I swear it is.
So she'll go to the room, and before she, is the door open or closed at all? If the door is the door open or closed where you guys are at?
I think we would have closed it, right?
Probably closed it, yeah.
Yeah, probably.
She is going to make sure that there's nothing on the nothing creepy about the door, and kind of make sure that if she were to, she's gonna, I guess, basically check the door, and before she even touches the handle, do like a good glance over it. In her experience, doors aren't necessarily appropriate.
Nice. Awesome. Sorry, I got sucked up in chat. Are you checking the door for something, or were you just like making sure?
I want to make sure that if she touches that door, bad shit isn't going to happen in her experience, because bad shit happens when I touch doors.
Right. Okay, you can make either an investigation if you want to be like, is there anything I'm familiar with that could happen, or perception if you just want to like give it a look and see if anything pops out at you.
14 investigation.
Door seems fine. Nothing to worry about.
She's gonna knock on the door and say, "Excuse me, I have a battle muffin delivery, and there's a gentleman that ordered special muffins. I think you know who I'm talking about."
Yes. You are fantastic. Come on in. What did you bring?
She'll step in. Hold on. Let me
As soon as Dennis steps in, I'm gonna give her a small wave when she gets in there.
She'll look at you, Marcon, but she's not. How come it's not rolling my dice?
Oh.
So it doesn't say what I rolled.
Did you put it in the tower? Exciting.
I did.
That shows just me. Ooh, for like checks where you wouldn't know the outcome, but I would.
Okay, let me Let me do this then. Okay, so she is going to. She's going to reach into her pack and pull out a black battle muffin that has the elephant picture that I sent in the chat on the top, and it's got like that green, but it's very finely crafted. And she'll hold it out and she'll say, "One good turn deserves another. I think you'll enjoy this." And she'll hand it to you.
Oh my! This is art. Did you do this?
I did.
It's beautiful. It's almost too beautiful to eat. I can't. Thank you. Oh my goodness, it's beautiful. She'll take it.
Is Maeve'riel's back turned to me?
Well, Nana's in front, so if she didn't go all the way in the room. She's just right inside the door.
Yeah,
so I would assume if she walked up that she would be. I don't know though.
Yeah.
Nana, can you see me?
Yes.
I'm gonna go like this. If you wanted to come further in the room, I'm gonna go like this.
And she'll just
Hopefully you know what that means.
She'll look at she'll smile sweetly. And Marcon, you know this is an obvious fake smile from Nana because you know her facial features by now.
Right.
She'll smile sweetly at you. At what is her name? What's her name?
Maeve'riel.
It's Maeve'riel.
Maeve'riel. She'll smile sweetly at you, Maeve'riel, and say, "Why, thank you." And she'll give a nod, but she'll kind of like look around the room while she's nodding. Yes, it's a very interesting place you have here. What is your name, child? My name is Nana D, and you can just call me Nana. Everybody does.
Oh, well, thank you, Nana D. My name is Maeve'riel, and this is temporary. I travel quite a bit, but, you know, everywhere is home when you're there. Please, come in. And she's going to put the cupcake down on, like, a dressing table or something.
She'll notice where you put the muffin, and she'll say, "Oh, by the way, that has whiskey in it, so and if you don't like alcohol, I wouldn't eat it." And she'll, "Oh, who's your friend? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt."
Oh, never an interruption. More the merrier. And I'm glad you told me. I quite like imbibing, but, you know, not when I'm on.
Right.
This is my friend.
What are you on? What are you on?
Oh, like when I'm in crowds.
Oh, yeah, I don't like crowds.
You understand? Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Not really.
No. I don't know how else to explain it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then who's your friend? And she'll look you up and down like she's never seen you before.
It's my friend. We're calling him friend.
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 Hello,
This is Nana D.
It's like, oh, I'm gonna get up out of the chair. I'm gonna get down. I'm like, how you doing, Andy? Nice to meet you.
And she'll like barely touch her fingers, and she'll like look like she doesn't really like being touched, but she'll gently shake it. And she will, in her mind, look at you, Marcon, and use her telepathy.
There we
Because she
go.
doesn't need anything else.
Mhm.
And she'll say, if you'll give me just a minute, I need to let them know that you don't want your name spoken.
That's about the time.
Can I
you see them in the
communicate?
doorway.
can I communicate back to you?
Yes.
Oh.
I'm gonna be like, that would be for the best.
So she'll like let go of your hand and look back at you and say, I forgot something. And she'll like scurry out to try to find them, to stop them before they enter the room if possible.
Okay.
Axel's
I feel
not
like
headed
we'd
that
be.
way.
Oh,
You'd be pretty.
Aga would have been. Where would a Thaxel be going?
Another room.
Thaxel, you've gone into the room. Aga, you're probably right around the door.
Well,
But
when
Nana D and Markin, can you make just a quick blanket deception check?
Oh, I don't need to worry about a deception check because I have a thing that can't be told if I'm lying.
Oh, yeah.
I do not.
Just want to say, if it's the ring of mind shielding, it only counts against magic, not against people's insight.
Well, I'm happy to do a deception check. Absolutely, if you want me to.
Yeah.
So that is a 15.
Okay.
good motherfucking lord. What? Never mind. I'm not going to say anything. Just really, that's a great modifier. That's a great modifier.
No kidding, right?
I'm a little salty. Wizards don't get a modifier like that for Arcana. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. But
What'd you get, Markin?
I got 21.
Okay.
But if she can get to the doorway and out of view long enough, she's gonna hold up a hand to who might, like, she'll see if she sees him, Aga first, she's gonna again reach out to him in her mind, to him without the use of his spell, and say, don't say his name. He'd rather be called friend for now. She doesn't know his name.
he's Aga's standing like half in a doorway, down a few doors. Just kind of goes.
And she'll say, tell Thaxel.
He turns his head to Thaxel in the room that she's chosen to go in.
Yeah, she can't see Thaxel, so she can't do it. And
She's
she'll
not paying attention.
Yeah.
Okay.
she'll go back in the
So
room.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, I'm sorry. I thought I left my bag out, so, and then I realized, I'm old, and I realized it's right here on my hip. And she'll pat her bag.
Sure. No, I just thought maybe you had forgotten his name and had to go out into the hallway and remember what it was.
Oh, his name is Friend.
Try again, sweetheart.
She's looking right at you and going to lie blatantly. I have no
I can roll insight checks all night, sister.
But I mean, she's not gonna. I mean, if you want to roll insight, I'll continue to deceive. I'm not gonna. She's not gonna give in on this. So if you want to roll insight, I'll happily roll deception. So
She'll turn
27.
to Marcon. Yeah, no, she'll turn to Marcon and say, I'm not sure why you feel like you need to lie to me. I've been nothing but honest. Do you just not want your friends to join you? She'll kind of like faux put her hand up away from Vanity. Are they boring?
At this point, there's no point in me lying anymore because I failed every single time I've lied at this point, or almost every single time I lied. So I'm just gonna look at her and I'm like, I'm gonna be frank. We need something from you. And I'm gonna say that very loud. Are you outside the door, Aga?
I don't know. It depends on what Thaxel's doing, because Aga's not keen on leaving Thaxel by herself.
Okay.
Right now. It seems dangerous.
So I guess it'll just be me and Nana D then, until you guys want to go in.
What is Thaxel
What
doing?
is Thaxel doing?
Yeah, we kind of need you now.
Do you? She's just gonna hold up a finger to Aga. The room is empty, right?
Mhm.
Okay. She's gonna close the door
Mhm.
and go to the other side of the room because she doesn't want anyone else to hear this.
Okay.
And she's gonna take out her sending stone.
Before you say anything, Aga's really concerned about Thaxel right now.
Oh.
So
Oh, no.
when she comes to the door to shut it and push him out, he goes, okay, but he's going to, if there's a spot where it'll stay hidden. He's gonna bamf the owl into the room.
You can do a sleight of hand if you want Aga to get the owl in there, and Thaxel, you can do perception to see if you notice it.
Oh god, that's gonna
I roll
you're definitely
again.
gonna see that.
Oh,
Well, I'm rolling like shit tonight, so you never know.
Baby, well, I've got a -1 modifier. Well, let's see how this goes.
Okay, you first.
13.
Oh wow, 14.
Oh, you're so focused, you almost don't catch it, but whoo, it makes like wings flutter a bit, and you're like,
Shut the fuck up, Atreus.
Come on, bro.
Hold on.
And he'll kind of like know he was caught because it's Thaxel, and he'll like, Thaxel, rash decisions have gotten us in trouble.
I'm not doing anything. Can you just give me like
Who are
5
you?
minutes?
Are you contacting anybody?
No.
Are you? Insight.
you do
Alright.
deception, Thaxel, yeah, if you want.
Oh,
God, come on, dice, dude.
see, this is the good one. This is the one I'm good at.
Oh,
Oh
nat
god,
20!
nat 20. What's your modifier? I'm
Oh
not
my
kidding. I'll show.
gosh,
Look,
that's
I'm
amazing.
not
No,
kidding.
we believe it. That's
I'm not
amazing.
touching-
Look.
Nice.
I can't see, but mine is a nat 20.
Huh.
I will
That's the
take a
good
picture
die.
and send it to Dan.
Awesome.
That's the
fine.
dice. That's the dice that Victoria gave me, so you can blame it on her.
I fucking hate Ray.
Nice. What are your modifiers then? Thaxel, what's yours?
-1.
Oh, Aga, what's yours?
Oh.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
So, yeah, you're like, yeah, you see like something that gives it away, whatever you want that to be, Thaxel, whether this, sending stone or otherwise.
A little choke in her
Don't-
throat.
Aga will be like, listen, I know he's got a really tight ass, but you can't just go contacting people and telling them things. If you're going to talk to him, at least don't tell him where we are. Don't tell him where we're planning on going yet. Tell him you'll get in touch with him again.
Is the door still open?
He would have like,
Just put it. Okay. She's
it,
just
like, so
gonna-
it's like nearly shut, and he's just like, just be careful, think before you speak, and then he'll shut the door for you.
No, she wants to shut it in your face.
And then he'll
Still in there?
yes, but he knows he was caught, so he knows that she's probably gonna like fuck off, like
Yeah, well, I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, she'll before she close or no, if you close it, she will open it back up.
He's walking to the other room.
Throw the
Get-
owl out.
He's just gonna leave the owl in there.
Throw it back in. Take your fucking owl.
As soon as she goes to grab it, the owl will
Nice.
And she shuts the door and then goes, sits down.
Alright, it's a darkened room. There's a number of comfortable chairs here, like a small sofa. Everything's covered with linen coverings. It's dark. It's very, very.
She sits on the
dim light in
floor.
here. Oh, nestle into
Yeah,
the
no,
small-
she doesn't care about all that fancy stuff. What she will do is produce flame
Mhm.
and like if there is like a little kindling, like she's not trying to start a fire, but she'll produce flame and kind of like set it down
Mhm.
in front of her
Okay.
on the floor.
You find a bowl in there. You can put that in
Yeah,
with some
that's
stuff.
good. Yeah.
Soft flickering firelight dances across your face, casting some shadows on the wall.
So not paying attention to what Aga said, but she'll take out the sending stone and surprise, surprise. She's going to hold it kind of like to her heart or whatever. Like, and she's, because I can't really portray this because I'm not that emotional right now. She is going to be choking up and crying in the middle of this. So I can't, but anyways, she's going to send a message to Tasso saying, I failed, Tassos. Rhea betrayed me. she's married to Baron Rexland, and they betrayed me. They made a deal with McGregor. McGregor killed Revis. They took my kill away from me. We got sent to Vanguard. I failed my family. I need you. Please. And she's just gonna sit there for like a minute with the stone against her chest, kind of like staring at the fire, and she's just very depressed right now, just all the tears.
That's so terribly sad. You can see in the reflection of the tears as they roll down your cheek, little dancing flame in the bowl on the floor, and then the glossiness of your eyes as this message is sent out across the continent to Tassos. You spent 17 years, hubby and wife, and your own happy version of your life. And that's where we'll end tonight's session. That's a really good place.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Nana D, we gotta have a battle royale one shot one of these days, bro.
Nice.
Oh, it's on now.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it's
Because-
on now. Y'all started it. Now I told you.
All
Seriously,
evil
that would be
people
so much
don't
fun.
trust each other. That was.
I
Because
totally-
the winner of the
totally
last battle
do it.
royale was just retired. So
Oh, nice.
That's
Did you guys have
right.
battle royales before I joined?
Yeah.
Because I didn't get to.
we had one. Yeah.
Oh my god, that'd
Because
be a
I
lot
couldn't,
of fun.
Rhea
I
won.
couldn't make it for some reason. I think I don't know what happened, but yeah.
Mhm. And I didn't even
I'm
have my
saying-
daggers yet. I was still pretty squishy.
Right.
I had convinced one of the other players to help me towards the end, and then
Backstab them.
yeah.
All I'm
That's it.
saying is I warned y'all. And this little puff of euphoria just kicked it all into action. So
Nice.
don't say I didn't told you so, because I told you so.
That's awesome, Kim.
Dude, God.
Ah,
Man.
stellar
Yo,
roleplay tonight, y'all.
can the
Man.
chat see our roles in Fantasy Grounds?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
They
okay,
can't-
okay.
So they can see that fucking ridiculous plus 13.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My
Yeah,
God.
I was like, oh, 15. I looked at him like, but a 2? Wait a minute. Like, that's incredible. That's awesome. I mean, that's Amori for you, right? That's a huge part of her her deal.
Oh, I mean,
You
yeah,
made
for
a
sure.
joke about my crying.
What? No, I didn't make a joke.
You
What?
did?
No, he
No,
said
I said
those
he
are literally
would've.
crocodile tears.
Because I was like, I'm really surprised that Dan didn't make a joke about her crying. I'm like, what?
That's amazing. Yeah.
If I had the capacity right now to
Mhm.
cry, I would. Because
Aw.
Daxel's hurting so much
Yeah.
right now. But I've been drinking a lot of wine, so I'm not emotional whatsoever. So happy right now.
Yo,
I know,
speaking
no.
of drinking a lot
Bobby,
of
what-
wine, those mimosas hit me a lot harder than I thought they would.
Nice.
Uh-oh.
I'm over here like.
But you still have
Just
your
say,
shirt
Vic.
on, so.
I still have my shirt on. Yeah.
Nice.
I'm
No shoes, no shirt, no streaming.
catching up on chat, and I was like, Bobby, Dream Circle Druid with a Fey Pack Warlock?
That's what
Circle
it
of
sounds
Dreams?
like to me. That's what it sounds like.
I
your
don't
character
I
is.
don't like Circle of Dreams.
Because
but
I
that's-
noticed the high wisdom, which was totally meta.
Mm.
But then like the Fey themes make me feel like, okay, high wisdom Fey themes got to be Druid Circle of the Dreams, and then the way you were like, and come to me and I'll give you more power. I was like, you're a warlock patron, not that you're a warlock, but a patron.
Oh, but she's a
Yeah.
patron.
And I think what's his name said it first. Somebody in the chat said like, "Oh, a Feywild
Oh, she's
patron."
not a deity. Yeah. Oh, I think it was Tony, maybe.
I think maybe I don't know, but somebody said that, and I was like, "Yeah, dude, she's a Feywild druid, and she's a patron for others to become Feywild warlocks."
Oh yeah, Tony, Davey, don't be silly. I'm a patron.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh,
There you
that's funny.
But that's what it was. That's what that was based off for me. It's just that idea. But I was just spitballing.
It's interesting. We got Maeve'riel
Yeah.
introduced in a very thematic way. I really like that.
See what happens when you listen to Thaxel? We get to learn about new characters. You're welcome.
Awesome.
And only because it was in my notes.
Excellent.
Speaking of what's in our notes, didn't we learn the name of that artifact you've got around your neck?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, we did.
And
Yeah.
also, how much monies do I have in my pocket?
I'll
Dan?
send you
Oh,
the
yeah.
thingamabobs. Yeah, my bad.
Yeah.
I broke it down,
I
but
need
I
money.
don't have
to
it.
kill
now.
Maria.
I mean,
I had
Aga
the-
already had his money on him. But
Same.
It's
but
called a Jataga Ver. So
Mhm.
JITAGA
VER.
dash VER.
Now, is
Jataga Ver.
Amari's money my money since she doesn't know what money is?
I mean, you're gonna have to get it from her now. You're gonna
Fair
have
enough.
to get it from her. But having said that, there's a spell that's missing off my list, Dan.
I think it's from maybe a
Something-
Strahd, or it's from something that is like a campaign setting that I don't have.
I love Strahd.
Okay,
Oh,
you know what I'm
it's a
talking about,
Strahd.
right?
Yeah, I will find.
I
a
know
way
what
to
you're
create
talking
it.
about.
Okay,
I think
no
it's
worries.
Acquisitions Inc. I think is the one that.
Oh, we got to
Yeah.
play that. I forgot about that.
Oh yes, we did.
Yeah,
that
we
was
got
fun.
to play that. Yeah.
Yeah,
that
The
was fun,
Strahd is amazing.
Yeah.
Is it
There's
fun?
a
Because
strategy.
I was looking at.
That was how I got
Picking up
introduced
that
to
book.
D&D. So
It was
I have a
super
special
fun.
place.
It was super fun. Yeah.
That's where my
Really
very
fun.
first PC died too, is in Curse of Strahd. And then she
Oh, me
was resurrected. Oh no! Oh no! But mine was resurrected, weirdly enough.
Mine
then
was
she-
resurrected towards the end.
Oh, gotcha.
So I played like two characters in the,
I was very sad. Oh no, yeah.
I've always wanted to play Curse of Strahd because I really like that. I'm terrible, but I really like that. I'm such a goofball, but I love the emo, like gothic, dark. I love
Yeah.
that stuff.
Dude, Strahd's amazing.
For real.
Coffee man.
Awesome.
She's a Feywild
Walter
White.
White.
Oh, I
Nice.
love it.
That's
Sorry.
amazing.
It's accurate. I do feel like there was. I love Maeve'riel's intro, and that very potent shows you get a real good feel for right off the bat, and that this person's a valuable person. If they're. But I'm curious, I can't wait to see how things go with all the fresh betrayal of the other character, but, just integrating into the party. I love Marcon on fire tonight with the RP, for real.
Oh yeah. I had like this whole thing planned. Hopefully it comes to fruition next week. But
Nice.
my roles, it didn't work out so
Oh,
well.
yeah.
These roles.
Betraying you.
Awesome.
I'm really thankful for that fork stuff to help kick in the what Nana really feels passionate about. Because it doesn't have the same. I mean, I guess the way I look at it is, who is she, and is the euphoria a persona, or is the euphoria from who she is at her core? And I mean, because a persona only goes so far, and if the magic is strong enough to bring out that feeling, then it wouldn't be the persona, because otherwise she'd be like smearing frosting over everybody, right?
Yeah.
So
You're a battle
I-
muffin? You're a battle
Your
muffin?
battle muffin, yes. So for me, that is like what I mean. Inadvertently, it's what I needed for her to transition to all the things that's been happening,
Yeah.
and kind of kick her into, all right, this is how I see the world. This is what I love,
Nice.
and now shit's about to get real for her.
Yeah.
I'm so glad I could be there for you, my child.
Thank you.
I love it.
But before we sign off, I just want to give a shout out to Tony, Steph, and Coffee Man. Thanks for reading my homebrew, guys. I appreciate y'all.
Oh, neat. Oh, you guys
Yeah.
rock.
MVPs.
I'm not allowed to look at it.
You can look at the Blood Sorcerer, just not the Barbarian.
I've seen that one before.
He's got the inside track. Awesome. Well, thank you all so much, players, of course, and for sticking late. And just amazing. I had my popcorn over here, my imaginary popcorn. Like, what's this gonna go? And thank you, Chad, as always, for being hilarious and so involved and engaged. You all rock. For anyone that's new, you've been watching Kier's Lament. We stream every Tuesday night, 10 p.m. to 1 a.m. Eastern. This is our All Evil campaign. Every Friday night, we have our intense suspenseful drama campaign, Stormfall. Also, every Friday, 10 p.m. to 1 a.m. Eastern. And then we have an undisclosed project that may be coming soon on Saturday nights for more D&D. Every Sunday night, we have Obsidian Scar, which are our own Victoria, Maeve'riel here, DMs. And that's like an exploratory campaign that also has
Conspiracy theories.
Yeah, conspiracy theories. A lot of mystery
Dildos.
I'm finding. And a lot of dildos
it's
and
just
glitter.
proper naughty. I ththought that's what we decided.
Proper naughty,
naughty.
yes.
It's proper naughty.
Yes.
Proper naughty.
All the TV
I love our
warnings for
proper
that one.
naughty one.
It's pretty great. Like someone died trying to get a dildo from a treasure chest. Like that's
And
a
that's
real
set.
legit thing. Yeah.
That set the rest of the campaign.
And now he's a cat. Yeah.
Right?
Which
That
totally
likes
makes
to
sense,
lift
right?
up his leg and lick himself.
Yeah. Meow meow. I'm a cat. I lick
Meow,
myself. As I think how it
Oh
went.
my God, Tasha, is that actually your leg?
Yes.
That was really impressive.
I made it
I sit
joke.
like
I
sit
made
like
a
that all the
joke.
time. I always sit like this. Like it's always like if my hand is out like this, it's
Yeah.
on my
Oh
knee.
wow.
That's how
I
always
can't do
sit.
that with my leg at all. I'll
I'm very
get to like
flexible.
4 o'clock. not 1 o'clock there. That's awesome.
I'm color guard, man. That's what did it. Is color guard.
Yep,
Oh,
yep.
mhm.
Yeah,
Nice.
but I'm still but I made a joke about it this last Sunday. It's in the Twitch clips on our Discord.
Yes. It was so
Hi,
hilarious.
I'm Jefferson. I'm a cat and I like to lift my leg and lick myself.
If you want to see a funny clip, you should see the one that I did of Steph earlier today. It's funny.
Oh.
It's hilarious. I
Ah.
put
Is
it
that
in.
the one
our
where
Discord.
she educates chat? Or enlightens
So,
the
yes, enlightens
Yeah.
the stream. Yes, it's funny
Yeah.
as shit.
Oh, I'll watch that next.
And
That's
watch
great.
it as soon as we're done. Yep.
Speaking of Steph, she streams, she DMs our Monday night campaign, The Forsaken, which the campaign where we pick up way too many quests and then don't complete them. That's what I have so far.
That's fine.
Quest hoarders.
Quest
You're
hoarders. It's so great.
It's like,
we want to
wow.
save everybody. We're like, ooh, save them. Ooh, save them. Ooh, what's going on over here? Like, we just can't put a mystery down.
love
Sorry,
it.
Steph.
hungry hippos.
Yes.
for Quest threads.
Of course, if you've missed any episodes, you can catch them all on YouTube. And consider joining if you're like, that's still not enough D&D with you all. Then come join our Discord. We have a Discord D&D that is on a continent. It's like a text-based Dungeons and Dragons. When you can, as you can, you enter and chat and roleplay. And that's based on a continent within the world that we all play. And there may even be some crossover content with some like of the official, campaigns that stream for those willing to be on webcam and stuff.
Just be
here and
careful of the tavern. Somebody's snoring awfully loud.
Yeah, I noticed.
Nice. That's so fantastic. Thank you all so much. I can't wait to catch you all. We'll catch you all soon. It's going to be soon. We stream all the time now. Yay! Take care. Have a great night, everyone.
Have a good night.
Everybody.
Bye.